Hello everybody, welcome back. It's time for more Pokemon FireRed. In the last episode, I definitely was not here. We were actually working on Sevi Island stuff. We're here in the post game now, and I was doing things and stuff over there so we can finally catch our final Pokemon of our Pokédex. But I decided we were going to do some other stuff before we get back to the story for a bit and work on getting that Mewtwo. You know what we're working toward. We got lots more Pokemon we need to evolve. And so, to do that, I decided I was going to get a bunch of rare candies via the item glitch. Now, I went ahead and did the glitch off-screen because I wasn't sure how to set it up and I wanted to try it. And now that I have it set up, I really don't want to unset it up. So, here's what we had to do. I'll explain it as best to the best of my ability real quick. And then I will show you how it works once you set it up. So, to set it up, you need a FireRed at level 21 at least that knows the move Knockoff. I'll show you the move real quick. Yep, Knockoff. So he has the move Knockoff. And then he learns that at 21. I haven't leveled him up since I learned it. You also need a Mr. Mime who knows the move Recycle, which you saw me learn that when I was leveling up my Mr. Mime to use against the Elite Four. So there's Recycle. And then you need a third Pokemon. Any Pokemon will do. It doesn't matter which one. I went ahead and just grabbed Primeape out of my box. I really didn't care. I just grabbed the first one in there. It was Primeape. So these other Pokemon are here because we're going to level them up and stuff. Sandshrew and, well, Pidgeotto's here Pidgeot's here because I was flying, so that's the reason why these guys are here. But yeah, anyway, so you have to have your Farfetch, your Mr. Mime, and a third Pokemon. Doesn't matter what. Set them up exactly as I have them here. Have lead with Farfetch, have your second or your third Pokemon in the second slot, and then have Mr. Mime in the third slot. Now, you also want to make sure that Farfetch is. Does Farfetch need to be holding anything? No, Farfetch doesn't need to be holding anything. In fact, it doesn't matter what Farfetch is holding, I don't believe. The main thing is you want to make sure that the third Pokemon, in this case my Primeape, is holding an Oran Berry, or a berry where he can heal his HP with it. It's the easiest way to set it up. Basically, you want to initiate the Pokemon in this slot to be using its berry in the battle. That's pretty much the whole goal. The easiest way is with one that heals with HP. So I had an Oran Berry that I put on my Primeape. And then, of course, Mr. Mime would be holding what they call a Retro Mail, which is what he's holding right now. He's holding a Retro Mail right now. And all you want to do for the Retro Mail when you give it to him is because when you give a Pokemon a Retro Mail, you have to put a message in there. On the message, I literally just click the first option, which is Pokemon, and the second option, which is Abra. Just to keep it simple so you don't have to waste time clicking. Just boom, boom. The message just says Abra. That's all it has to say. Boom. Setup is done. So now you need to go find yourself a double battle to do. So the easiest double battle I could find was actually in between Lavender Town and Saffron City. Basically that little gap there. There's two little girls there that you can double battle. I think they use Wigglytuff and Clefable. I think that's what you had to fight against. Or maybe it was just a Clefairy and a Jigglypuff. Either way, easy fight. But you want to fight that battle leading with your Farfetch'd and your secondary Pokemon, whatever it may be. And you essentially want to make sure your secondary Pokemon gets hurt enough in that battle to use its berry. As soon as it uses its berry on that turn, and you can actually use your Farfetch to attack your secondary Pokemon too, by the way, so that helps you chip down your secondary Pokemon. But anyway, once the Oran Berry gets triggered, the next step is to have Farfetch do Knockoff, but in the same turn, switch out your Primeape in this example for your Mr. Mime on the same turn. So instead, when Farfetch does Knockoff, it's going to hit the Mr. Mime instead as it has its turn, right? Meanwhile, Mr. Mime is holding that Retro Mail, right? So when he hits him, boom, he'll actually knock off an Oran Berry, which is he'll knock off the Retro Mail. He'll knock off the Retro Mail, so just like you expect. But then on the next turn after that, when Mr. Mime gets his turn, you want to do Recycle. And what Recycle does is it picks up the item that got used on the field. In this case, the Oran Berry. So Mr. Mime will pick up the Oran Berry, right? And then, after that, you have triggered the glitch. You're pretty much home free. Now you just have to check and see if it worked. To check and see if it worked, you basically go check the Retro Mail, and you, well, I think I can show you right now. Check, because when Mr. Mime picks up the Oran Berry, he'll actually still have a Retro Mail on him. And I think you can look at it. Oh, maybe I can't look at it. Okay, here's how you trigger it. How do we know that the glitch still works in this version? Because I'm going to show you right now, Omega. So, do I have... How much rare candies do I have right now? I have 99. Okay, Okay, let's start this off with one use of a rare candy real quick. I'm actually going to go ahead and use one on Butt right here real quick. And you guys can watch him evolve real quick. I actually took the time to use a bunch of rare candies on my Pokemon that need to evolve. Sandshrew included. Mr. Butt here, Mr. Butte. And he evolves at level 22. So... finally, we will have ourselves a Sandslash. I actually considered using a Sandslash earlier in the game, but I changed my mind and I used Marowak instead. No regrets. Marowak was awesome. But here's Sandslash real quick. Get ourselves a nice Butte. I'm just making space so I can show you what happens when you dupe a rare candy. If I don't have space for it, I won't be able to do it. Alright, so my Butte is now a Sandslash. Nice. Okay, the only reason I did that is so I can show you. So right now, okay, so now you get to set up the glitch, right? What item do you want to duplicate? Well, right now I have a rare candy on my Farfetch. I'm just going to show. His item is rare candy, right? He's holding the rare candy. This is the item we will be duplicating, whatever Farfetch is holding, right? I left my secondary Pokemon here. Right now, they should be holding... Actually, oh shoot, I got to show how this works. Alright, so basically they're holding a mail that says Abra. You basically have to give everyone in your party a retro mail. So right now, Pidgeotto... Right now we have Sandslash, and actually, before we even do the glitch, let's pick up our Pokemon here real quick, which is Marvin. What level are you, sir? I don't know what level you are, actually. What level are you at? I forget where I left him, but I don't think he's high enough to evolve yet, but let's see. Level 26? Nice. I think he levels up. He might evolve at 30 or something like that. We're going to give him some rare candies and find out here. But since I have this party here right now, we might as well set them up so I can show you how the glitch works. So to finish setting up this glitch, you need to give a retro mail to every single Pokemon in your party that's not Farfetch'd, right? So give him one, and here's the idea. Here's the example of the message I told you to set up. You got to make sure they all say the exact same thing. It doesn't matter what it says, but Abra was just the easiest to set up. Click Pokemon, click Abra. That's the mail. So, and we're going to do that with all the Pokemon in our party. Mr. Mime and Primeape already have them, so I don't need to do them. Alright. Yep, that's all it needs to say. Next. One more. Give this to good old Marvin real quick. Okay. And boom. Alright, so now we have the glitch set up to do. I have everybody in my party has a mail that says Abra. Farfetch is holding the item we want to duplicate. It doesn't matter what it is. In this case, it's a rare candy. I'm only going to do one rare candy right now because I only have one space for it. But here you go. Here's how it works. You're going to take the retro mails. That's why I have 99 of them, by the way. You can buy these, by the way. You can buy these from the Celadon department store. They're only 50 Poké Dollars, so super cheap to buy a stack. It's like 5,000. One nugget can buy you a whole stack, basically. And then you're going to trade that item with the item you want to dupe, the rare candy. So you say yes to switching. Now, to know that the glitch worked, if the message on the mail has a bunch of question marks like this, the glitch is working, because this is not what the retro mail should be saying. This means it's glitched out, it doesn't know what it's trying to say, and you have properly done the glitch. From here, you don't even have to do anything, just press OK. You can press start, which is what I just did. And as you will see, I now have 99 rare candies again. If you remember, I used one up. In fact, let's use a few more real quick on this Goldeen and get it to evolve. And then I'll do a few more just to show you that it works endlessly. I'm also going to switch the item on Farfetch and maybe duplicate a couple more things before I unset up the glitch. I'm actually not sure if the glitch will just work forever as long as you leave your Mr. Mime and Farfetch'd and your Primeape in position, or like if you can take them out and bring them back. I don't really know if the glitch is just in the matrix of the game now. I really don't even know how it really works, to be honest. But I got enough rare candies, I think, to level up everybody I want to level up. I'll show you all the work I already did off screen. I actually did this glitch for at least 3 full stacks of rare candies. So I already leveled up everybody I want to level up. I got everybody that needs to evolve to the one level right before they evolve. Hence, you saw what I did with the Sandshrew there. And I'm going to do this with the Goldeen. This is why. Oh, and this is why I'm back at the daycare, by the way. I wanted to get my Goldeen back so we can make him evolve real quick, because he's part of my, list of things we need to finish to my Pokedex. Do we want Fury Attack? Do we want it more than we want? No. I don't think I'd rather have Fury Attack over Flail, I guess. I don't like Flail very much. That's fine. I don't like Fury Attack either, but I like it better than Flail. But yeah, as you can see, the glitch still works. I will show you, again, a couple more rounds of it. But there you go. Boom. Marvin is now level 30, and I think it evolves at 30? Nope. Man, what level does Goldeen evolve into Seeking? Is it 30, like 5 or something? Shit. I'll go till he evolves, or I'll have to look it up. Put this way, I'm not going past 35. If it doesn't evolve at 35, I'm going to look it up. I didn't look up Seeking, and I didn't look up my other Pokemon that I have at the daycare that I left on the island, which I believe was Bulbasaur and Dratini. I'm going to go back and pick them up here in a minute as well, but I wanted to do Goldeen first. 33? What a weird level. All right. Well, apparently Goldeen evolves into Seeking at 33. There you go. He would have had to sit at the daycare for like 7 more levels there. All good. Don't need to do that anymore because now we have Marvin, the Seeking. Yay! Awesome. Never going to use him because he sucks, but we got him. All right, so now I used up 7 rare candies there. So let's go ahead and show you guys how I can get my rare candies right on back. So I'm going to give these to Chading-da-ding-ding. Say yes. Click start. Boom, I have 93 rare candies again. And you just do this endlessly. You can literally just keep doing this. 94. Like, I literally just did this for 3 stacks at 99 to get rare candies. Now, obviously, I had to use my rare candies. That's why I already leveled up a bunch of my Pokemon, which I will show the fruits of that labor in just a moment. But for now, you guys are going to see me do the glitch. Pretty easy, right? I'm actually going to show you that it works with other items, too, here in a second. I just want to get back to 99 rare candies real quick. Just back to 99 real quick. I didn't actually dupe any other items, so I haven't actually tested another item, but it should work with anything a Pokemon can hold. So any item you can get it to hold, dupe the shit out of it if you want. Alright, I can do one more. Let's go ahead and do it. I'd rather get as much rare candies as I can right now, because I do have a few more Pokemon we need to level up that I want to use, or at least one in particular. And I'm not sure what level he's going to be when I get him back from the, or get her back from the daycare here in a minute. That would be my Dratini, by the way. But anyway, okay, back to 99 rare candies. Good, 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 good. So what item do I want to duplicate is the question. I think I want to duplicate a Master Ball. Let's see if I can duplicate a Master Ball. I just want to see if I can. I'm pretty sure you can. Yes, I will switch to the Master Ball. And now, let's go to the Retro Mail. And let's see how it works. Let's see if it works. Give the Retro Mail to Farfetch'd. Yup. Press start. Okay, now if I go to my Master Ball, I have an extra Master Ball now. Wow. And he's still holding one, which, that's fucking wild. So I have 2 Master Balls now. That's crazy. Alright, well, I'm going to make a few of those. I'm not going to make a ton of them. I won't need a lot. In fact, I might not even use it. I just wanted to show that I can. I'm going to make like 4 more of these, maybe. I'm trying to think how many legendaries are probably in this game besides Mewtwo. Because we're obviously using one on Mewtwo. I said I was going to. It's going to happen. But now that I have this glitch working, I'm like, should I just catch Ho-Oh and Lugia with this too? And any other legendaries that might show up in this post-game? Maybe I should. Tempting. But I want to try and duplicate anything I want to duplicate right now. And then we'll just move on with the rest of the game. I won't need to duplicate anything else. How many was that? I'm up to 5, so I have 6 total. I'll do one more, just for posterity's sake. I won't need any more than that. There's nothing else we need to catch in the game that I have to catch. If there's any more 3rd gen or 2nd gen Pokemon I can catch in the game, I'll just catch them with regular Ultra Balls and stuff. That's fine. Also, I have 100 rare candies now. Wait, you can have a stack of 100 before it maxes out. I thought it was 99. Well, you can have up to 100. There you go. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so that is that. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to duplicate here? I could duplicate some Max Revives, maybe? Can I give that to a Pokemon? I can. Tempting. I don't really need to do much more battles in this game. There are some more battles I probably will do in this game, but none that I'm, like, needing a bunch of items for, I don't think. And I still have 48 nuggets to sell. So I can just sell all my nuggets except for one and keep duplication as an option, right? You can even duplicate moonstones. I didn't even think about that. That's nice. I won't need another one. I still need one more to make my Nido Queen. That's about it. But yeah, I could get some ethers. I could grab some of the stat boosting items like PP ups and HP ups. Like I could do all sorts of stuff with this. And honestly, I don't really care to do any of it right now. The only thing I really wanted was more Master Balls and full 99 rare candies. So I might just say fuck it. And if I want to do the glitch more, I'll just have to reset it up, I guess, if I even have to. So yeah, let's just take the Master Ball back off of him. I'm going to have to take my Retro Mail off of all these Pokemon, by the way. Otherwise, I won't be able to put them away. You cannot put a Pokemon away that is holding a mail, unfortunately. So the item glitch has now been shown off. I'm happy about that. What mail? Take? Oh my god, my mailbox is fucking full. Hold on. Shit. I can't take my mail because my mailbox is full. Silly. Look at all these damn iMessages I got. Read. Once I read it, does it go away? Assume once I read it, it goes away. I got all these damn emails from myself that just say Abra, Abra, Abra. Is it even going away? I don't... How do I get rid of it? Can I delete the mails? Wait, did I actually... Did they delete when I did that? Let me see. How do I empty the mailbox? I have no idea how to do that. How would we know they all say Abra? I guess we wouldn't know unless we read it now, would we? How do I get rid of the stuff in the mailbox? Move to bag? Oh. I see. I see. It wipes it clean and you can keep the mail. Okay, that's nice actually. So I get my retro mails back, the ones I've actually used. The ones that haven't been duplicated, I get them back. That's nice. All right, I'm just gonna do it to all of them then. Fuck it. They're all Abras from me, so it doesn't really matter. My bad. I didn't realize that I could just move it to the bag and it would get wiped clean. Alright, now I can clear off all these damn mails off my Pokemon, and I can put them all in the box and use other Pokemon to start leveling and stuff. Because right now, we're going to go on a little bit of a Pokemon evolution adventure. We got to evolve a bunch of Pokemon right now, so that's what we're going to do. It should be quick because, like I said, I already leveled up every Pokemon I have that needs to evolve. So they're only one level away from being evolved, like I did with my Sandshrew there, so... Let's put all these motherfuckers away, since there's a PC right here. And let's get working on them, shall we? Inbox 1 you go, inbox 1 you go, inbox 1 you go. Mr. Mime, you can go into box 2. Farfetchable, you can go into box 2 as well. And then let's go to withdraw and grab everybody else. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with, well, actually some of these I don't have to do much rare candies, but I do have to do Naran. I'm literally gonna do everyone here who needs to be evolved. Venonat, Coughing, Tentacool, good old 10 gauge Ponyta. Let's get them all first. Let's just do all this right now. It's evolution time, y'all. Here we go. Who's ready to get candies? We got them. Eat them up. Yum, yum. Let's start with my Yas Queen. Now, we do need a Moonstone to finish evolving her, but we do need to level her up once so she can evolve into Nidorina first. Ba-da-ba-boom. Time to fill in my Pokedex, y'all. Boom, boom, boom. Time to watch a bunch of evolutions in your face. Alright, we got ourselves a sassy Nidorina. Yas Queen. She looks like she says Yas Queen, you know what I'm saying? Alright, anyway, next up we got Mothman, a.k.a. Venonat, who will turn into a moth once he evolves. So let's get it up. Let's get it happen. Let's get it cracking. Let's popping. Yeah, he evolves weirdly at 31, but it isn't any weirder than Golding into Seeking at 33. That was weird enough, right? Some of the evolution levels are a little weird. I thought it was at 30 or 32. I didn't realize it was 31. Weird number. Here's our Venomoth. Mothman is now officially Mothman. Alright. Fantastic. Awesome. Trying to learn Gust? Sure. Gust is trash, but it's better than something you have, I'm sure. Actually, it's not. That's right. Not. You know what? I'll get rid of the Poison Powder only because it has 75% accuracy, which is annoying. That's pretty annoying that it's only 75%. Not that I'm ever going to use Venomoth, but there you go. Alright, next up we got Ricola! Copper. He evolves at level 35. Ricola is evolving. Did he evolve at level 35? I actually don't know what level he evolves at. Some of them I didn't have to give any rare candies to. I think in this one's case it was 35. I'm trying to think of which ones I didn't have to give any candies to because they were already high enough level. I think Weezing's 35. I think that's correct. Either way, we got Weezing. Yay. Ricola. Next up, we got Dr. Kosa up in here. About to finally get that Tentacruel, baby. Now, Tentacruel evolves at 30 or 20 something. I'll tell you that right now. But Tentacruel is one of those ones I did not have to give any rare candies to for sure. 100% confirmed. So him evolving at 34 is no bearing on what level he actually evolves at. I'm pretty sure he evolves lower than that. He's definitely one of the ones I did not have to give any candies to. I remember that. But alright, we got Tentacruel. I actually like Tentacruel's look. Like Tentacruel, I always thought Tentacruel was pretty stupid looking, but Tentacruel actually looks pretty dope for like a jellyfish squid looking thing. Pretty cool. Alright, and last but not least, we got 10 Gauge, aka our Ponyta, which evolves at level 40. Finally gonna get that beautiful Rapidash horse. And I do say beautiful because Rapidash is dope. There's just something about fire Pokemon, man. Most of them are just really cool looking. Even if fire types aren't like the best type in the whole series, which they really aren't as a type, that doesn't change the fact that they're just really, really cool looking. Alright, we got our Rapidash, y'all. Dashing all over the place. We wants to learn Fury Attack. I don't know if I want that, actually. Probably not, honestly. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want that. I'd rather keep all my other shit. Stomp and fire moves I'd rather have. Alright, so that's it for the Pokemon we currently have in the party. Actually, that's not true. We got to use the Moonstone on our last Moonstone in the game. We're going to use that on Nidorina, so we can get ourselves a Nidoqueen, baby. Fire types also get the coolest evolutions. Agreed, Omega. Fire types in this series are just dope, man. So many of them are really cool. Like I can't even think of a fire type I think is dumb except for Slugma. I don't think I like Slugma. But that doesn't change the fact that it's a fucking fire slug, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you're gonna have a slug and he's it might as well be a fire slug to actually be cool, because slugs are ugly on, like, by default. There's other fire Pokemon I don't think are that cool, just because of their design and or they don't evolve or something. But for the most part, all the ones that evolve are pretty damn cool. Anyway, we got Yas, Nidoqueen. Hell yeah. Okay, now we're done evolving all the Pokemon in my current party. Time to put them all away and never look at them again. Pretty much. These are all Pokemon which I don't intend to use, so... The Pokemon I actually intend to use for the rest of the game as my party, I will show you in just a minute, actually. At least for the most part. Some of them I might have to mix around because of HM needs. Because I might need to have like Strength and Rock Smash or and Surf on my person. But I'll at least have a Pokemon that uses Surf in my final party for sure, at least. But alright, we got some more we got to finish evolving. So we got Sparty here, good old Grimer. We got Rhyhorn here, Libido. We got Seal, a.k.a. Good old RPG fan. We got Ariel the Horsey. And we got our Ammonite, level 39. Curly the Ammonite. Ammonite, I had to waste a lot of rare candies leveling up Ammonite, by the way. Ammonite was only level 5. So I used a lot of rare candies on him. Okay. So, rare candies. Where are they at? They're at the bottom. let's use up a few more, shall we? So, Grimer turns into Muck at level 38. Pretty sure I have the rest of these set up at the level they need to be at. I think the only other one I didn't have to do was Seal. I think Seal actually evolves at 34 or 35, something like that. So I didn't have to touch him. I remember I didn't have to because he was already 34. Good old Muck, who pissed me off in this game with all his minimized bullshit. We're finally getting our own. Good for you, Muck. Muck. Alright. Next up, we got Libido, finally going to evolve. Libido is actually pretty dope. In fact, when we need Strength and Rock Smash in this playthrough, I'm still going to keep using Rhyhorn, I think. In fact, I might even level Rhyhorn up to be a useful level, so if I want to use him, I can. Well, he's not going to be Rhyhorn anymore, but yeah. Yes, Muck the Minimized King has arrived, even though we're never going to use him. Now, this guy, I actually really like. I really like Rhyhorn a lot. Or, sorry, Rhydon. With his drill-ass fucking horn. He's pretty dope. I always liked Rhyhorn. Or, keep calling him Rhyhorn. Rhydon. I like Rhyhorn, too, but Rhydon is awesome. Rhinoceroses just look dope, and when they make a Pokemon out of it, even better. Alright, so, yeah. Wait, let me think. No, we're good. Yeah. Seal definitely evolves with a candy. There's a couple Pokemon I forgot actually evolve with stones that I'm going to talk about in a second, but none of these ones. We're good on these ones. Here we go one more time. Seal is looking fine. Make it turn into a Dugong, Gong. We've seen plenty of Dugong because of what's-her-face in the Elite Four, Lorelei. She always leads with the Dugong. Seen plenty of this derpy-ass motherfucker. Alright, next up we got good old Ariel, the Horsey, which evolves at 32. That is another one I had to use a lot of rare candies on because it was only level 12 sitting in my freaking Pokebox. But definitely a worthwhile evolution because Horsey is kind of meh, but what it turns into is one of those Pokemon that's pretty dope. Actually, this is another one of those water types I do like using. Good old Seadra. Hell yeah. Seadra's pretty dope, and what it evolves into is even better, which doesn't happen in this version of the game, but in Gen 3 you can evolve it into a Kingdra, which is pretty dope. I think it's Gen 3. Gen 2 or Gen 3, I can't remember. Either way, pretty dope. And then, last but not least, we got our Ammonite, which we got from Morrow. If you recall, I actually grabbed the Kabuto, but she got the Ammonite. She gave it to me. She actually breeded one and gave it to me and named it Curly. So, Curly, come to Daddy. Good thing is he'll still say kind of curly. He keeps that shell of curliness. And this is actually another really good Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. I like this guy way more than I like the other fossil guy that I already had. But yeah, we got Amistar, dog. Let's go. Amistar is actually really damn good. I think he's a water rock type. He's really good. Spike Cannon? What the hell is that? Yes, make room for it. What is it? Oh, it's a multiple hit move. That's fine. I'd take that over Withdraw. Sure. That sounds fun. Shooting spikes everywhere. That sounds like fun. Alright, was that it? No, we still have one more, right? Yeah. Oh, no, we're good. How's everybody? Alright, so Libido is one of those ones I might end up throwing more rare candies on because I want him to be high enough level to be useful when I do have to use him later, if I need him for pushing rocks around and stuff, which I might. But let's finish evolving everyone first, so let's put everybody away again. Curly, named after one of the Three Stooges? I don't think so. I think she just called him Curly because he's got a curly shell. It's literally the extent of what Morrow was going for. Alright, last up we got Frenchie. We got Kabuto. We got my Execute. And then that's it for all the Gen 1 stuff, but I am going to go ahead and set up and evolve the rest of these guys that we found that are later gen stuff. I'm going to go ahead and evolve them as well. And yes, I did set them up as well, as you can probably tell by their levels. So let's get them all evolved, including the later gen stuff. I'm only going to use one rare candy on them, so it's fine. So yeah. Okay, but I should note real quick, Staryu and Execute. I totally forgot. Both of them evolve using stones. You don't even need to level them up. So that's why they're still at the same level they left off on, by the way. So, Kabubottom, first of all, let's evolve him. He evolves at the same level as Ammonite to Amistar. Kabuto will turn into Kabu, or Kabubottom will turn into Kabutops. He'll still be Kabubottom, though. He'll never be Tops. He'll always be Bottom. Now, this is one of the cooler looking Pokemon in the game, but I'm not a huge fan of its abilities. Now, maybe in this version it has a better moveset. I honestly don't remember or know. But Kabutops looks dope as hell. I'm a fan of Kabutops as a Pokemon. He looks cool as hell with his scythe arms and his slash. Slash is pretty good. I'm gonna get that for sure. Get rid of Harden. Fuck that shit. Right, I forgot. I gave Kabutops Waterfall, which means we're probably going to have to use him for a little bit. We might need to have him on hand for Waterfall while we're doing this DLC. This post-game stuff. There's no DLC. What am I talking about? I forgot we had him have Waterfall. I'm going to have to leave him in the party for this next section of the game. And that's fine. I'll do it if I have to. Alright, other than Execute and Staryu need stones, let's use the last few of these candies on Nub Nub here and Herp Derp over here. Let's go ahead and evolve this Swinub real quick, just because. Make him evolve into what he evolves into. That took a few candies. I think he was like 24 or something. And now he's about to be a bigger Nub Nub. A bigger, huger, stronger Nub Nub. These ones are just for posterity. They don't even really count in my Pokedex. Not in my main Pokedex anyway. They'll be in the national dex, but my main, you know, Kanto Pokedex, we don't need these guys. I'm just doing it because whatever, you know. Do I want Fury Attack? Sure. I'll do that over Endure. Why not? Again, probably not using these Pokemon in these playthroughs. These are Pokemon that might get used in their own games when I play them, but I'll evolve them anyways because I got rare candies for days. Herb Derp, baby. Herb Derp. Level 20. And yeah, you only have to be level 20 for Wooper to evolve. Wooper is technically a baby Pokemon that shows up in Gen 3, I believe. I think Quagsire in Gen 2 does not evolve. Someone can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I think in my mind I keep remembering that in my mind Wooper doesn't exist in Gen 2. Maybe he does, but in my mind he doesn't. Anyway, he becomes a Quagsire. Alright, we got one last Pokemon we gotta do real quick. Oh no, we don't. Well, I'm already in here. How about this? I'll just deposit the ones I did and I'll come back. In fact, I'll just do these two. I still had one more I need to evolve with rare candies, but I need to do the ones with the stones still. My bad. But let's just grab Slugma real quick. I was just talking shit on Slugma a minute ago, but we're going to evolve him all the same. Let's evolve him real quick along with the ones that need the stones, shall we? Get Slugma first. He evolves at 38, which was kind of annoying because that was a lot of candies I had to use on a damn fire slug that I don't even like. But, you know, Olga the Slug. Let's level it up. Olga's evolving. Oh, my god. Oh, my god. We'll take a look at the Pokedex after I'm done doing all these evolutions, by the way, and we'll see, like, what's in there and if I'm missing anything, which... Actually, I won't technically be done here. I have to go back to the other daycare first, too. So I'm going to do that before I check my Pokedex. But we got Mag Cargo, which is basically, you know, Slugma with a shell. Yay. Okay, last but not least, let's grab some stones. So let's do some evolutions. So obviously, water and leaf type Pokemon. Water stone on our Staryu to get it to evolve. Easy peasy. Frenchie will now be evolutioning. Now, I will remind everyone why his name is Frenchie. If you haven't seen the French dub of Pokemon the anime, look up Starmie French dub of Pokemon anime, however you want to word that. French Pokemon anime dub, Starmie, and listen to those sounds. That's why she called him Frenchie, because I didn't name him Frenchie, but Morrow did. Alright, and last but not least, we got the Leaf Stone out to use on our Hate Crew, which I honestly, if I would have known that he was a Leaf Stone, I would have done it much sooner. I just didn't realize. I was sitting here planning to level him up naturally, and then I kept grabbing him and then not using him and grabbing him and not using him. And I could have evolved him the whole time. It wouldn't have mattered. Because I didn't buy this Water or Leaf Stone. I actually had them on my person already. They were just in my box. I had to grab them back out. But all right, we got ourselves an Executor. We've seen that boy. The rival was using him at the end of the game. So, all right, cool beans. That is all the Pokemon that I need to evolve that are in the box. I got 2 more Pokemon we need to finish back at the daycare on the islands. But now that we're done setting up all this stuff here on, like, you know, back in the mainland, let's go back to the islands and continue our adventure over there. I'm going to keep Kabutops on me right now. And I'm going to withdraw the rest of my party. So I'm going to show you the rest of my party that I've been leveling up, by the way. I'm going to grab Lapras, because that's our surfer. I actually leveled her all the way up to level 60 with rare candies. So there you go. I'm also going to grab Charizard. Again, I leveled her all the way up to level 60. I figured we should use our starter again. We're at the end of the game. Let's go back to using our starter. I also leveled up Jolteon, because I wanted to use another electric type. And I was like, you know what? Let's use Jolteon. I like Jolteon. It's probably my favorite of the Gen 1 evolutions in terms of its look. And then I also leveled up Gengar and I leveled up Tangela. For current purposes, I think I'll bring Tangela because we haven't really used her much at all. Gengar is here for later. We might need him maybe when we go into the cave where we're looking for Mewtwo, but for now Gengar's there as needed. Main reason I don't even want to switch anybody else out is because I need to fly. Pidgeot's definitely going to get put away when I don't need him. But yeah, let's go ahead and fly our ass back over to Vermilion. Get back on the boat action and get out of here, shall we? Anyway, the Frenchie could have been named after Frenchie Godzilla character from 1998. No, it couldn't have. Because that movie is garbage, Omega. That Godzilla movie might as well just be a Jurassic Park movie. Because that's literally what kind of shit they were going for with that Godzilla movie. Alright, let's go back to the Sevi Islands. Let's go back to... I think we want to go to 4 Island, because I think that's where the breeders are at, right? Like I said, I want to finish all the evolution stuff first. Then we'll get back to the story adventure. Which means I should have left room in my... Yeah, I should have left room in my... Yeah, okay. I should have left room in my party to actually grab them. Sorry, I didn't even think about that. Hold on. Gotta deposit some people back away that I just grabbed. I didn't even think about leaving space like an idiot. Sorry, Jolteon and Tangela. I was preemptive. I will be using you. I promise. But first, let's pick up my Pokemon here and level them up the rest of the way, because I'm sure they're not going to be ready to evolve yet. Flower's gone up by 13. So, Flower was my Bulbasaur, which was level 5. Actually, he's ready to evolve now. Nice. And Miraxis has gone up by 2, which I don't think is even high enough to get the Dragonair. Nope. 18 and 24, huh? Respectively. Not great. So, Omega, that's the only Godzilla you've seen until the late 2010s in the animated Godzilla movies? Same. I've watched some of the old ones, actually. I take that back. I did watch a few of the old Godzillas, but not until more recent years. I didn't watch them when they were new, like... Obviously not new, but I didn't watch them when they were before I watched newer ones, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I like all the newer Godzilla stuff. I like Godzilla a lot. Like, Godzilla's pretty fucking dope. I mean, it's basically a big dragon dinosaur thing, and like, it's pretty dope. Alright, let's get these Pokemon evolved the rest of the way, right? Let's get our Bulbasaur evolved, let's get our Dragonair evolved, and get them going. Or Dratini evolved, we'll get him to a Dragonair. And then, eventually... a good old Dragonite. But first, let's get our last starter evolved all the way, shall we? It would have been nice to have time to evolve all these Pokemon naturally, but I just don't have any more game to play much. We do have some more fights to do, yes, but not enough to evolve everybody all the way. We had too many Pokemon left that needed a lot of levels, so using this rare candy glitch was just much more convenient than having to do all that grinding to get everybody leveled up. It would have taken me a lot more extra time had I not used the item glitch. But we got ourselves an Ivysaur now, in case you didn't catch that. And now we're going to make him go all the way to Venusaur. Get him up to Venusaur. Also on Razor Leaf? Absolutely. Razor Leaf is amazing. It's an amazing move. I will take it. Because it's 55 damage over 35. I might just overwrite... Yeah, let's just overwrite Vine Whip. Vine Whip's is crap anyway. You only get 10 of them. Crap damage-wise, and you'll only get 10. Razor Leaf's so much better. Oops. I wasn't done there. Keep candying my boy. So majority of these rare candies I have sitting in here are going to go to my Venusaur here to evolve him. And then the rest is all going to go on Dratini to get him to a Dragonite. And that's going to be a lot of these candies because Dragonite doesn't evolve until like, I think 55 or some shit like that. It's going to take a lot of candies. So we're going to be here a minute. It's okay. This is what you would have seen me do on screen had I done all the item dupe on screen. So at least you get to see part of the process, even if I don't have to show you all of it, which I'm super glad I don't have to. Yeah, I had to do this for a while, as you can imagine. Sweet scent. I'm good. Nah, I'm good. I think the only move left that I'll probably take off of, or take if it pops up while I'm still leveling here, is Solar Beam. But that probably won't pop up till after it's a Venusaur. And actually, I think Bulbasaur or Ivysaur becomes Venusaur at 32. So you don't have to go to 36 like you do with Charizard and Blastoise. You get a Venusaur a little bit earlier, which is pretty nice. Good old Frog Dinosaur Master with a big old flower on his back. It's Venusaur. I mean Venusaur. Alright. Now, the rest of this is going on you, Dratini. You're my last Pokemon that I need to evolve in the whole game. Which probably isn't true, but... the only other Pokemon I'm expecting to have to evolve, if any, are anything else we catch that's not first gen. You know what I mean? Like we had to do, like we did with Slugma and Swinub and Wooper. Now, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to evolve all of them too. It just depends on how many levels I got to go, but I'll catch anybody else I see that's other gens, because why not? Slam? Slam's pretty good. Slam the one that hurts yourself, though, is not. But it's one of those ones that's not very accurate is the problem. You have Dragon Rage and Twister, though. That's nice. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of Leer, because I don't like it anyways, but I'm most likely going to replace Slam. What about the elusive Mew? So I guess I should make that caveat on this playthrough. You're not wrong, Omega. Unfortunately, all the Gen 1 Pokemon would mean all 151. Also, Dratini evolves at 30. There you go. Technically, the first gen is 151 Pokemon, but Mew, unfortunately, is not in the game officially. The only way to get Mew, even to this day, at least on this particular game, would be the event that happened outside of the game that you had to like go to a store and have somebody like trade it to you, or however they did it. I think that's how they did it. They just traded it to people. But yeah, it was a thing. So this game does support Mew, but the only way to get it was an event, and that's still, unfortunately, the only way to get Mew in Gen 1. I'm not sure what other games even have Mew in it off the top of my head that you can actually get Mew. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I know there's at least one. Besides Pokemon Go, of course, which I also have a Mew in that. But alright, now we're going to basically just keep doing this until this bitch is like 55. I think it takes all the way to 55 to get a Dragonite, rather. Big old Puff the Magic Dragon himself. But I'll say this, because we're going to spend so much candies on Dragonite, I was thinking Dragonite's going to be part of my final party, because I don't know, I don't really use him too often in these games anymore. I used to when I was a kid. I don't really use Dragonite anymore, just because there's cooler looking dragons, in my opinion, but he's the OG. I still have love in my heart for Dragonite, even if I don't really like how he looks very much. He wasn't my favorite back in the day. And I love dragons. Dragons is like one of my favorite things in this world. Like, I know they're not real, but that's like, I literally have a literal collection of like dragon statues and shit at my house, and I don't like Dragonite that much. So that should tell you a lot. I actually think Dratini and Dragonair look cooler because of their color schemes, but they're not really dragons. I kind of wish Dragonite followed the color scheme. I think I would like him more. I didn't like the giant Dragonite. There's cool things about Dragonite, Omega. I'm not saying in his concept he's not cool. He is cool. He's the first dragon in the series. He is cool. But is he my favorite dragon in the series? No, he's not. Now that there's, once Gen 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever came out, more dragons to look at and admire and, enjoy. Dragonite fell down the wayside, man. Because I did like him more as a kid because he was the only dragon type, so I liked him. And he was very, very strong. And he still is, but yeah. Safeguard? I don't want that either. Also, what's up, Donko? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, man? Good to see you. Alright. Still need about 8 more of these candies to get this boy up to level 55. So we're going to do it. You actually grinded for Dratini on Heart Gold in the game. Oh, in the game corner on Heart Gold, and then you never ended up actually using it. That's pretty funny. A good thing in this game is you don't have to get it from game corner. You can actually catch it, which is nice. I don't know if that's the same in Heart Gold or not. I haven't played that one enough to remember. I did play Heart Gold, but I don't remember it that well. I mean, I remember like the game, but I don't remember everything. In fact, that might be what we play next whenever I get back to Pokemon again. But you're doing good, Donko? Good to hear, good to hear. I'm doing good as well. Just evolving the remainder of my Pokemon so we can move on with the rest of this game and have this Pokedex be done. Because after I'm done evolving this Dragonair to Dragonite, I should have 149 in my Pokedex, I'm pretty sure. I think I have everybody else evolved. Alright, there it is. Level 55. Let's get that Dragonite, y'all. You can actually get a Dratini as a gift Pokemon, but it's like right after the 7th or 8th gym at level 5. Hey, that's okay. It doesn't take that long to level up a level 5 Pokemon late in a game. It just takes a while once you get like into the 20s and 30s and stuff. Then it starts taking more time. But on that note, we got Miraxes, a.k.a. Dragonite now. Learn Wing Attack? I wouldn't mind having a flying move. That doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. In fact, I'd probably rather have Wing Attack over Slam. Let's be real. Slam is strong, but that 75% hit rate can suck my ass. Yeah, if you have XP share at that point in the game too, Donko, it shouldn't be too bad to level up a Dratini at level 5 for a while. Alright, now, I know I got Dragonite to 55 already. I'm actually going to make Dragonite all the way to 60, because I told you I was going to make him part of my party here at the end, and my threshold for being part of my party at the end is I want them to be at least level 60, so let's get him all the way to 60 real quick. What's a few more levels? And then I'll switch out Venusaur, and then we'll get back to going on with the game. You actually love Dragonite's design? You just never used one? I don't like how Puff the Magic Dragon, like, goofy he looks. That was my only complaint about him back in the day. Or even now, really. Like, he's adorable, don't get me wrong, but should he be adorable? He's the fucking only dragon type in the first gen. And then I look back and I say that, I'm like, well, it's a kid's show and a kid's thing. It's like, I can't really be mad at it. It's just, personally, I didn't like him as much as I probably should have. And I guess I'm going to leave him in the party, and we're not going to use Jolteon and Tangela right now. But I will bring Jolteon, because we might need some water-type resistance. In fact, I'm going to actually put Jolteon as my lead right now. We'll get to check out Luck as my leader. Should I keep Pidgeotto right now? Or should I drop Pidgeotto, so I can just fly wherever I need to fly? Yeah, I'll keep Pidgeotto for now. It's fine. Alright, guys. We've officially set up everything to have all the Pokemon in the game. And I am winning, the Toast. I am winning. I'm a big winner. In fact, let's look at my Pokedex to see how much of a winner I am. So, our Kanto Dex is at 149. 148 owned? What? Who am I missing? Hold on. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Wartortle, Swirl. Unless it's not... No, it said 148 owned. Who's missing? Somebody's missing? Hold on. We're just going to go through and see. So the Pokeball over there on the left means I have the Pokemon caught. Or I've caught it or had it and it evolved it. It means I've owned it at some point, basically. Who am I missing? Oh, you know what? I know who it is. Oh, shit. No, I don't. Because... Oh, my God. I forgot to evolve Doduo into Dodrio. Whoops! We can do that in just a moment. I totally forgot about Doduo. I skipped right over his dumbass. My bad. Alright, well, that's everybody then. Everybody except for Doduo, which I totally missed. Okay, we're good. I was like, who the fuck am I missing then? Yeah, see, everybody's there. We're only missing number 150. And, of course, the Dodrio. Holy shit, how did I forget Dodrio? What the hell? That would have been dumbass of me if I'd been like, oh, look, we're done. And then I'm like, oh, wait. Oops, forgot about Doduo. Hold on. We can fix that real quick. I still got rare candies, and I think my Doduo is level 26. Yeah, I think he evolves at like 30 something, so shouldn't take too long. Hold on, real quick. Here I've completely skipped over Doduo. That's my own fault for when I was setting everything up. Alright. Let's get that Doduo to Dodrio real quick. I think I'm gonna guess 33. 33 is my guess for when he evolves. In my brain, that's the number I think of. Oh, it's 31. I was wrong. Even better. 2 less candies I gotta waste. I always forget this Pokemon exists sometimes, just because I don't really like using him very much. Good old Dodrio, Doduo. Definitely memorable, just I forget about it sometimes. Alright, on that note, now we have all 149 that aren't Mewtwo. How about that? Fantastic. Alright, back to box 2 with you. Let's grab my Pidgeotto back for now. Just for flying purposes. And let's get on with the show. Back to the Sevi Island adventure. Let's get this done. That took me like an hour to get everything set up, but everybody's evolved. Everybody's good to go. We're good. Do I need a Pokemon Center visit? Not at the moment, but we will save it just because I haven't saved it yet today. And our Pokedex is looking beefy now at 157. I guess I should look at the National Dex too because I haven't looked at this yet. So besides all this crap, let's go all the way to the bottom here. So apparently in this game... Wow. Do they really have all these Pokemon in the game? Or is just... You know what it is? It's probably that it's just capable of having all these Pokemon. I can't imagine all these Pokemon are actually in the game. That's crazy if they are. No, we don't need to double check. It says it right there. Kanto 149, owned 149. It says it right there. No double checks needed. It says it right there. But alright, anyway. Sevi Islands. Adventure continues. We were up to 5 Island, I believe. Oops. Because we had just, like, beat the Shadow Team Rocket here at the Icy Cave. And then we had to go to their, like, warehouse on 5 Island. That's where we need to go next. So, to 5 Island we go! Let's go infiltrate a warehouse of rocket bitches, shall we? I don't even think I've been to this island yet, have I? Have I been here yet? Right. I did come here, and then I left off here, I believe. So, going to the meadow, y'all. Let's go do some stuff. Actually, I was leading with Jolteon, but I think we should lead with... Oh, fuck. I forgot to get Jolteon Thunderbolt. Man. Okay. I shouldn't need him too much right now anyways, unless... He has Thunder Shock, which is fine. It's not great, though. But him being level 60, he'll be fine. I just thought about the fact that I forgot to go get him a Thunderbolt TM from the store. I meant to do that. In terms of fighting, though, let's just... You know what? Let's have Charizard lead. Fuck it. National Dex usually is every Pokemon up to that generation, but you usually can't obtain them all in one game. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes it doesn't do that, though. Sometimes it just fills in the ones you actually can get within the game you're playing. Not like anyone would be able to legit catch every Pokemon up to the current gen anyway. Yeah, I don't think any game actually supports all of the Pokemon, do they? Not without trade. Well, maybe they do support them. You just have to trade them into the game. I honestly don't even know. I've never tried. Especially legitimately. I've definitely never tried legitimately. It's like trade all your Pokemon throughout the generation so you have every Pokemon all along the way. I'm sure there's people out there who have done that, though. I already fought this guy, right? Yeah, I did. I didn't bring Cut. Son of a bitch. Do I need it, though, or is it just a shortcut? We'll find out. Man, these level 50 Pidgeotos, man, they ain't gonna play. Maybe I should be leading with Jolteon. I mean, I would if I had fucking Thunderbolt. I still feel dumb that I didn't bring Thunderbolt. Well, I'm letting Nymeria do some work right now. You gonna fight me? You'd be wasting time even if you were to get by me. Well, then I'm gonna get by you easy peasy, aren't I? You bitch. That's why everyone complains that newer Pokemon games don't have national decks because they want them all. Like, I understand, like, why not be able to catch them all in every game. Like, being able to catch over 1,000 Pokemon within the game would be crazy. But supporting them all shouldn't be that crazy. I don't understand why that's, like, a crazy concept for Nintendo to be like, have support for every Pokemon. So if somebody wants to bring all their Pokemon along the way, literally, from any game, what's wrong with that? I don't understand. It's one of the craziest, like, things that a series has ever supported, being able to move Pokemon along in generations, all the way from Gen 1. Because you could technically go back to Gen 1 and trade all your Pokemon across generations. It can still happen to this day. It'll take a lot of work, annoying work, but it can be done. At least I think you can still do it. It just, you can't, like, it doesn't, they don't have a way to do Pokemon Home. Well, they didn't, I should say. If they end up putting all the generations on the Switch, which, again, I'm kind of hoping for, but I'm not holding my breath for, then and give them all capabilities of being able to put Pokemon into the Pokemon Home, that would be dope as hell. This game is already supposed to have Pokemon Home support, but I don't think it works yet. I don't think they've actually made that happen yet. But they're supposed to actually make it so you can put Pokemon in the Pokemon Home from this game on your Switch if you have it. There's nothing past here except our warehouse. So what brings you here? Me here to kick your butt. I should look at what Pokemon are here on 5 Island as well, just to see if there's any other Gen Pokemon we could catch for funsies. Because, like, it took a while for us to make that that Delibird to show up to catch him. I'll look it up in a minute, maybe. I'm just letting my Nymeria do some work for a while. I'll probably pull out Meraxes here pretty soon and let her start doing some work too. But yeah, I keep saying it, and I'm still going to stick to it. Eventually, probably sometime next year, maybe early, depending on how things shake out with my RPG situations, I'll probably play Pokemon Gen 2 next year. I just don't know if I'm going to end up having to emulate it or not. I was kind of hoping they would put it on the Switch, but I don't know if that's going to happen between now and when I'm ready to play it, you know? Even if you could bring every Pokemon into one game, who in the right mind would bother looking after 1,000 Pokemon at once? I would. I would, X-Gamer. All right, let me look up Savvy Islands, Island 5 real quick. I'm gonna use it on my phone. Pokemon FireRed. Let's just say 5 Island. 5 Island. All right, 5 Island. Let's see what kind of Pokemon we got here. Oh, there is. Oh, there's a surf one you can get from surfing? That's weird. What about the grass patch? The heck? Okay, I understand there's a Pokemon from surfing, but like, what about the meadow? Is that the type meadow? Hold on, meadow? Apparently meadow is its own thing. Okay. Oh, I could catch it here too. Oh, there's 2 Pokemon I can catch here. Okay. Yep, there's 2 I can catch here in this grass, so let's look for them. One is 30% and one is 15, so hopefully it won't take too long to run into them. If they do put these games on the Switch, it'll probably be the Game Boy Color versions. Not these games, but you think if they put Gold and Silver, they're going to put the Game Boy Color versions and not the DS versions? That's the unfortunate part, Donko, is you're probably right, but I would, fingers crossed, hope for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That'd be so much nicer. And honestly, if I do play that gen, which I'm, again, leaning toward doing at some point, I'm probably going to use the emulator and just play the Heart Gold or Soul Silver. What about the GBA? There's no GBA versions of Gen 2. Is there, X-Gamer? I don't think so. Like, I could see them putting the GBA versions of Gen 3. But what about Gen 2 is what we're talking about right now. By the way, there's Sentret. That's one of the Pokemon I was looking for. I have no Pokemon who can hurt this Pokemon without killing it in one hit right now. I just realized I brought way too strong a Pokemon right now. That's fine. Let's just throw Ultra Balls at it and hope it catches it. I'm not even going to try and hurt it. It's only level 15. Shouldn't be bad, right? Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure Gen 2 is not on GBA in any capacity. So, nice. One Ultra Ball is all you need. Alright. Not unless you're looking for mods. Funny, X-Gamer. You're the one that fucking asked. You already know there's no GBA versions of this Gen 2, or at least you didn't think about it. But anyway, it stands on its tail so it can see a long way. If it spots an enemy, it cries loudly to warn its kind. That's cool, Sentret. Nickname to Sentret, of course. We got to give a nickname to our new raccoon friend, don't we? We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him. If you've watched South Park, then you know. It's the Coon. Aw, it didn't let me call him the Coon? That's booty. Lame. That's because Coon is kind of a derogatory, like, racist term. But still, I'm not using it that way. It's supposed to be a reference to South Park, which South Park is referencing the racist thing. But still, funny. Well, I might have to call it Ringo because the Ringo on his belly, because it wouldn't let me call it the King. Really? I didn't expect Metal Claw to be that bad. Good lord. Alright, anyway. Victorious is Nymeria. Alright, we have one more Pokemon here who will show up. Sentret was the 30% one, by the way. But there's another one here that's 15%. Go Charizard, burn them all down. Nymeria doing work. I'm about to start running from these fights just because I want to get my damn... I want to find this damn Pokemon and go. It's supposed to be a 15% chance, so god damn it, show up! Come on, show yourself. Nope, that's another Sentret. Weak ass level 10 Sentret, so have a Metal Claw. Bye bye. Get wrecked. I'm kind of glad I caught one at 15. I think Sentret evolves at a pretty low level, like 20 or something, or maybe even somewhere in the teens. So the fact that I caught a level 15 one is nice. Also, there's the other one we want to catch. It's a Hoppip. Let's catch it. Ultra Ball. 15% feels like one. Not quite, not quite. But we got a Hoppip to show up. Apparently a Hoppip can also show up in the water if you surf, which is kind of funny. I think it has this about the same percentage of showing up, or maybe like 25% instead of 15. But hey, there it is. Let's catch it. I didn't think about the fact that I was going to have to weaken some weak-ass Pokemon to catch them, but too late. We got Ultra Balls. We throw them. All right, what are we going to call Hoppip? It's basically Jigglypuff with a leaf on its head. Its body is so light, it must grip the ground firmly with its feet to keep from being blown away. What are we calling Hoppip? You used Hoppip in Scarlet and you enjoyed using it? Oh, yeah? Well, then I got a perfect name for Hoppip. We're going to call it Donko. Because I just realized, Donko, we don't have a Pokemon we named after you. You're welcome. Donko the Hoppip. Alright, so we got the two Pokemon out here I wanted to catch. Let's get into the rocket place and whoop that ass, shall we? I entered a password. Goldeen, need log. Right. Goldeen, need log. I forgot that was the password, but we learned it. Another password is needed to open the door. Another What? Do I have to... You want to know what's on the house? Better be enough. Oh, really? Oh, come on, brah. Do I have to go to one of the other islands and get the other password? Without the passwords anyway. Yeah, what the fuck's the other password? Bitch. I didn't know I needed 2 passwords. I mean, we're basically doing this part of the game completely blind, so I don't really know what's going on. I've never done this part of the game before in my life. Speed up all you want, Pidgey. It won't save you. Why does Hop Pip kind of fit you, actually? I mean, you brought it up. I'm glad you did, because otherwise I was going to be sitting there thinking about a name for a minute. Good call. Now, Hop Pip actually has 2 evolutions. Speaking of Hop Pip, we ran into another one. Hop Pip actually has 2 evolutions. Like, it evolves twice. Not that it evolves 2 different things, but it has 2 evolutions in the chain. Honestly, I like Hop Pip the best. I'm not going to lie. The things that it evolves into, Skiploom and Jumpluff. Not a huge fan of their look, at least like visually. I think Hop Pip looks the coolest of the 3. Anyway, let's go ahead and heal real quick just because my Charizard used up all his PP. And I guess we're going to go to Island 6 and look around because I don't have a second password yet. And I honestly have no idea where to get it. So we might as well check the other islands first. And if I can't figure it out from there, we'll, I guess, jump into the ocean because nothing makes sense in this world anymore. Alright. You actually like Skiploom more than Jumpluff? I can at least agree with that. Skiploom's not terrible, but I like Hop Pip the best of the 3, I think, in terms of looks. Alright, so we're on 5. Let's go to 6 and check it out. I haven't been to 6 or 7 yet. No idea what to expect. What are we looking at here? 6 Island. What do we got? Fortune Island of Aged Wisdom. Okay. You got passwords here? When you're this far away from the city, the sky at night is fantastic. If you say so. Keep going this way and you'll get to the water path. Stay on that and you'll get to Ruin Valley. Okay. Oh no. Not this guy again. Hey, Damn Eye, how's your Pokedex filling up? It looks like it's impossible to get all the Pokemon by hanging around just these parts. Maybe there are Pokemon we don't know about somewhere far away. Well, if I can't do it, there's no way for you to get it done. I'm not going to get all desperate over this. I'll keep collecting Pokemon at my own pace while I train them. That's what I'll do, so there's no point staying here. I may as well leave for home. That's that then. Smell you later. Good. We don't have to see your ass ever again. That'd be nice. You know of Pokemon that evolve only upon trading, yes? But did you know that there are still others? Some Pokemon evolve only when traded when holding specific items. I am aware of that, but we didn't have any in Gen 1 that did that. For 10 years, I've searched for ruins. No, make that 20 years. I get this feeling that there's something hidden on this island. Is it a password to get into the rocket warehouse? Because that's all I care about right now. Literally all I care about. Let's check out what they got at the mart here real quick. I should buy some mail and write him a letter. Nah, you're good. Play with Pokemon lots and live a long life. Take Agatha, for example. She set a record for being the oldest ever Elite Four member. She spurs me to do bigger things. Good for you. I know, right? The rival needs to stop jump scaring us with these fucking showing up trying to scare me into the, like we're gonna have to fight right now. By the way, should we buy some more heals? I don't even know. I got 15 revives. I'm gonna buy... I'll just buy 5. I don't have as much money on me as I thought I did. Never mind. I still have 15 max potions too. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. The password is the Pokemon we caught along the way. How profound, Donko. I don't know if there's any items back here, but I'm checking. I'm doing it slowly so I can check every spot. Hey, we got a Leopard Berry. All right. Good stuff. Free berries for me. All right. Anything else fancy in here before we go check out this water path? There's nothing that young people find exciting here on this island, but this is a good place in terms of nature and history. Relax and enjoy your stay. Yes. Yes. All right. Well, nobody said anything about Team Rocket being here, so I guess we'll look around. We'll talk to this guy first. Is he a trainer? I'm practicing in secret so no one can see me. I'm jacking off the corner so no one can see me. You might as well just say the same thing. It'll be the exact same sentence, Juggler Boy. Alright, so this is one of those psychic dudes. He's got a Voltorb, though. That's interesting. Well, Voltorb, meet my Charizard. He's got Flamethrower. You've been playing Alpha Sapphire again also, Donko? It's been a while and you're having a lot of fun with it. I didn't play Alpha Sapphire. I played Omega Ruby, but I had a lot of fun with Omega Ruby. I actually played through that whole game on my 3DS back when it was brand new. He's got another Voltorb. No way! Well, I'm going to have fun. Let's bring out my Miraxes. Now that Charizard's hit level 61. Let's have a little more fun with our Puff the Magic Dragon. Let's do a little, let's do Wing Attack. Not very effective, but almost one-hit him. Nice. Alright, well, let's do Twista. A Twista. A Twista. Technically a dragon move, which is nice. Alright, sorry, I was typing in 6 Island on my 6 Island. Okay, 6 Island Water Path, I guess. What do you have next, by the way? Here's another Electrode. Nope, we're going to kill you with my Dragonite. Okay, so the Water Path. Sorry. Let's do... Yeah, we'll just do Twister again and see how much it does. Did not do as much damage as I was hoping for, but it'll be enough to finish him off, so... Oh, we're right there. Okay, I'm looking at it wrong. That's fine. I was looking at the wrong thing. No, I'm in the right place. Sorry. I was looking at my map, and I was like, that isn't right, is it? No, we're good. Sorry. I'm just trying to see what Pokemon are in this area. So it looks like there's another Sentry here, but nothing else new that's from this newer gens. Nothing for surfing, nothing for fishing. Oh, there is. There is actually a fish you can fish for. I lied. You can get one of the new Pokemon with a Super Rod, so I might do that actually. Alright. Alright. I got a Mr. Mime also? Okay. Something you miss about the 2D Pokemon games are the back sprites. Yeah, I mean, just the sprites in general. Definitely a nice, like, classic nostalgic thing to see Pokemon from the front and the back. Some of them are more silly looking than others. I still remember the blobs that you see in original Pokemon games, like Pokemon Gen 1 on Game Boy. Those blobs, those were quite the blobs. But alright, apparently if we Super Rod here, we can actually catch one other new type of Pokemon. So let's go ahead and see if we can get it. Should be a 40% show up time, 40% possibility. So let's see if we can get it to show up. Bro, if you're going to be annoying about it, I'm going to register my shit. Gen 4 has really good back sprites, Donko. I've never played Gen 4. I've talked about this many times before, but Gen 4, 5, and 7 are the ones I haven't played at all. Here we go. I just moved one spot, and we got one on the hook. Easy peasy. And we got him right away. Nice. Quillfish. That's the new Pokemon here. Unfortunately, in Gen 2 or Gen 3, whichever gen he's from originally, probably from Gen 2, he doesn't evolve. But they do have an evolution for him in, I think it's in Pokemon Legends Arceus. They gave him an evolution. So he has like an old Hisuian evolution, basically, which is kind of fun. I think it's Quillfish, right? Am I remembering that right? I think so. Oh, come on, man. Just stay in the ball. Why are there so many Pokemon games I haven't played? Because there's a lot of Pokemon games. Walker, fuck off. Also, hi, Walker. How you doing? Your favorite ones are actually Gen 5 and 7, Donko? Hilarious. The 2 gens I haven't played. Or 2 of them, anyway. 4, 5, and 7. Yeah, because I got back into Pokemon playing Gen 6. That's what like got me back into it after I played Gen 1. Some of Gen 2 when I was a kid, but I didn't really finish it. Gen 3 I played on an emulator and had pretty much a lot of fun with it, but I never played Gen 4 and 5 at all. Gen 5 is peak Walker? I mean, you say so. I don't know what's peak about it. Overall, I feel like the Pokemon in Gen 5 that I know about that are from Gen 5 are mostly like, that's cool. Quillfish did get a regional variant. Can't remember if it got a new evolution. Oh, he got a variant. I think the variant evolves, though, Donko. I think it does. I think it's from I think it's from the Hisui and stuff in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Anyway, am I okay, Walker? What do you mean, am I okay? I'm doing fine. How are you? Anyway, we got a Quillfish, y'all. The small spikes covering its body, developing from scales. They inject a toxin that causes fainting. We got him. What are we going to call this Quillfish? It was Legends Arceus? Okay, so I had that right. We're going to call this... We're going to call this... I was going to call it, like... If I could fit it, I'd call it, like... Walker's Pocket Pussy. You know, that's what I would call it. But I'm not going to call it that, obviously. Why would I call it that? That's just inappropriate. Man. Now all I can think of it is being a damn fleshlight. Now that I said it, I can't get it out of my mind. So we're going to call it Fleshlight. I bet if they made this as a fleshlight, actually Walker would use it. So I'm just imagining if that is the case. We're doing it. Fleshlight. Transfer to the box. You got it. Quillfish we're not going to have to use, so it's fine. Now, I don't know which way I got to go here, but I'm assuming we're going to have to surf if it's a water path. They got Fearow. Strike some fear into your ass with the Fearow. In your opinion, Gen 5 has the best soundtrack of the series, Donko? Fair enough. Fair enough. Again, I've never played Gen 5 at all. I know very little to none about Gen 5 other than the Pokemon that came from it that have been used in other games since then. That's about the extent of my Gen 5 knowledge. So I know nothing about the game itself, the areas of the game, the Pokemon that... like all the Pokemon you catch in it that are specific to Gen 5, I'm not even sure. Like, if you told me to just name Gen 5 Pokemon directly, I could probably only tell you the starters and maybe a few of the legendaries for sure. Other than that, it'd just be guessing. Yeah, they got some high-level Pokemon around here, Toast. That's why this is post-game shit, man. Although I say that, and then they throw a fucking Sentret at me at level 10, and you're like, wow, okay. I knew there would be something there in that empty spot. That's why I wanted to walk there and check. Alright, this is going to be a trainer, huh? Yup. Tell me, where are the mountains around these parts? I don't know. I'm just here to say what's up. I didn't know I was going to have to fight yo ass. Alright, Earl. Big Earl. He's got an Onix. Onix. Check this shit out. You always check the empty spots in grass. It's hard not to, right? You never know. It feels very conspicuous that something's probably there, right? You're like, I think there's going to be something in that spot. And if not, you're just teasing me. Earl looks like Billy from Predator, does he? That's funny. I haven't seen Predator in a while. Unless Billy is like... Yeah, see, I'm not even sure I know who Billy is. Because in Predator, all I think of is the main guys that are all the buff dudes. You know, Arnold, Jesse the Body Ventura, and, fuck, what's the black guy's name? Fuck, what's his name? I'm blanking on his name right now. Can't think of his name right now. I want to say it's Carl something, but I don't think that's right. Carl Weathers. It is Carl. Okay, I had it right. Carl Weathers. Yeah. I haven't seen Predator in a hot minute. Like, I think I've only watched the first one once. It's not one of those movies that I have repeat watched. Okay, so that was a quick walk to Ruin Valley. Maybe I'll look and see what Pokemon are here, too. Because I have no idea. Ruin Valley. Sorry, Ruin Valley. I bet there's at least one Pokemon to catch here that's from later gen. There's at least one, two for sure. Well, 3 actually, technically. So there's 3. Wow, okay. That's cool. 3 to catch. In Leaf Green you can get a Marill. You can't get a Marill in this one. That's lame. I wanted a Marill though. Boo. Alright, well let's look around here, I guess. Like I said, there's a bunch of Pokemon here that I can catch. Alright, I did not bring my strength guy. Shit. I didn't bring my Rhyhorn. What the hell am I doing? Might have to go back real quick. My bad. I fucked up. Don't worry about it, Toast. I understood what you meant. I guess I will just work my way back. I kind of wanted to go north. Oh, look. There's one of the Pokemon we wanted to catch. Perfect. It didn't take long to run into at least one of them. There's Natu. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, stay in the ball, man. It's like the only thing I can really do is maybe try using my Kabutops, but even that's like the 25 levels higher. But alright, it only took 2 Ultra Balls, so we're good. We got ourselves a Natu. Nice. It usually forages for food on the ground, but may, on rare occasions, hop onto branches to peck at shoots. Cool beans. Alright, what are we going to call Natu? We're going to call it... What am I going to call this shit? I have no name for this one off the top of my head right now. We're going to call it... I'm trying to think of something random or quick or funny or something. I'm going to call it... I look at Natu and I think of Fatu, which makes me think of Rikishi, right? Rikishi Fatu is his name. Maybe I'll just call it Rikishi. That'd be funny, actually. I'm cool with that. He's not big and fat like Rikishi, like a big sumo, you know, big Samoan-looking dude, but I'll take... Oh, I spelled it wrong. Damn it, Rikishi. I fucking fucked up on the spelling. Oh, well. I'll fix it later if I feel like it. It's not going to get used. I'm probably going to evolve it, maybe. Wow. I have a lot. I might end up having way more Pokemon to evolve than I really want to, but we'll see. I want to see if there's anything up here first before I go down that way. My boyfriend's always busy, so I come swimming by myself. I also like fighting people in the water because, like, whatever, you know. Denise! D-Nice. Whoa, she's got a Chinchou? I want a Chinchou. I love Chinchou, or more so I love Lantern, which is what Chinchou turns into. I actually really love Lantern. Lantern's really good. Lantern is my savage... You know why Lantern is so good? He's a water electric type, which is like so OP. He's so good. Anyway, Chinchou, bye-bye, yo. Alright, he's also got the Lantern that I was talking about. Let's bring out Luck for this, even though I don't have him with Thunderbolt. At least Thundershock should still be pretty good. Lantern's a cool Pokemon. Oh, what did I just say? What did I just say about him not being weak to Electric? What did I just fucking say? I just said he's not weak to that shit, and I bring him out anyways? You're an idiot. Whatever, double kick him. I don't know if that really did enough damage to be worth it, honestly. I literally just said, hey, you should probably not use Electric on a Pokemon that's going to be immune to Electric, you idiot. Idiot. Alright, fuck this. Then that means I don't have anything good against him right now. So Meraxes, you're up. Damn right, you hit yourself with the recoil, idiot. I'm gonna use Twister. A Twister. A Twister. Suck on my dragon abilities, Lantern. Lantern is so good, man. I mean, just look at it. Look at it go against me. And I'm a higher level than it by 11 levels, you know? And I didn't bring anything effective against it because I didn't know we were about to fight a fucking Lantern right now. Let's be real. I just thought we were going to be fighting, you know, maybe some other gen stuff, but didn't expect Lantern. Alright, either way, we got him out of my face. I'm happy. Good stuff. D nice. Night night. I knew this would happen. Did you, though? You thought your Lantern was good enough. Also, oh no, another trainer. What? You're suggesting that you're sick of seeing swimmers like me? Don't be hating. Wow. Don't be hating. That's hilarious. Bro over here hitting me with the don't be hating. He's got a Gyarados. That's fun. Charmander or Charmeleon. Charizard is probably not the best choice for this fight, but here we go. That puts a damper on fire moves, right? I think so. Which means don't use fire moves. Not that fire moves will do good here anyway. This would actually be a good spot for my Jolteon, honestly. You got a full odds shiny Gyarados on Ultra Sun? Nice, Donko. Full odds shinies are crazy to run into. Especially on random games like this. Like, if you're going to play... Oh my god, is that going to kill me in one hit? Oh my god. I'm worried it might. But if you're going to play these old games where there's no, like, way to increase your shiny odds... Like before the shiny charm existed, basically. To run even into one shiny Pokemon is fucking wild. Sorry, I was looking at something on the wall in my room right now. I think that's just... Okay, sorry. Got distracted. I thought there was something on the wall, but no, we're good. Okay, anyway. Charizard doing work. Well, there's no more Pokemon in the water, or trainers in the water. A double battle, huh? Well, if we're gonna have a double battle, then we should be prepared for it, eh? Actually, I'm gonna put Luck in the lead right now. You're just fishing to find a water type to replace your Slowpoke and happen to find a shiny Magikarp. That's some good ass luck right there, Donko. Nice. That's what you like to hear. That's what you like to see. Double battle time. Hello, Pokemon. It's time to battle. We're going to fight Mia and her sister Khalifa. No, her sister's name is Miyu. Miyu and Mia, okay. They got Pikachus. A twin Pikachu. Well, I didn't bring the right party for this, but here we go. I'm just going to surf on them, even though I know it's not their weakness. Surf will do... It'll hit them both, and it'll hit them hard. Really? You paralyzed my Jolteon? Get out of here with that garbage. Get out of here with that. One Pikachu's dead for sure. The other one will get smacked pretty hard, I'm assuming. Damn! Pikachu got shit defense. Get wrecked, homie. Alright, that was easy enough. You're mean. You're bad for winning. Why am I bad? Just because I kicked your candy ass? Guess so. Sucks to be y'all. Who lives here? Hello, hello. My height is 67 inches on the button. I know it is precisely because my neighbor measured me. Okay. Are we measuring each other's heights for some reason? I guess I have to do the conversion for inches to see how tall I am, but yeah, that's cool. Oh shit, that's another trainer. I let a pleasant breeze lead me all the way here. Okay. Cool. Easy breezy, beautiful Lady Rose. Sunkern, oh boy. Is she gonna have FML's favorite right now? Is she about to bust out a Sunflora after she busts out the Sunkern? FML, where you at? Did we call him out of the woodworks? I don't know what it is about him liking Sunflora as his like one of his favorite Pokemon. It's so silly. Good old Sunflora. Here it comes. I knew it. I knew it. Time to burn, Sunflora. Like the match. Watch it burn! Night night. Huh? You're so cute when you're determined. Okay, sure. You're so cute when you whoop the shit out of me at Pokemon battling. It's the best. Alright, there's definitely an item over there I can get with Surf. What is this? The ultimate horn? What are you talking about? Heracross! Big and shiny. It's the Bug Boss. Love it, need it, Heracross. Can I get a Heracross in this? Because that'd be fucking awesome. Heracross is dope as hell. It's a blank chart of some sort. It has spaces for writing records of some kind. Okay. I want a Heracross. When I play Gen 2, I might go Heracross, because Heracross is dope as hell. There's a green path? Oh my god. Pattern bush? What? Okay, I wasn't expecting there to be a whole other place to go here. I was just thinking about the ruins. I didn't know there was going to be another place. Shit. Alright, is there anybody else here to fight? Can I go up this way? Probably not. Alright, let me go get this item down here real quick. And I might go back and switch some Pokemon around real quick. Another elixir, nice. I'm gonna go switch a couple Pokemon around, I think. I need to bring my Rhyhorn so I can have him do some strength stuff. You know what? Let's not waste time. Let's fly. Let's just fly back to Pokemon Center over here. Nacho, hey buddy. I didn't expect you to come up here right now, bud. Thought you were sleeping on the couch, some good boy. Just came wandering by me all adorably, like, what's up, Dad? Danny already came up here and she's sleeping on the chair next to me right now. Hey, Nacho. Hey, bud. What got you up and about, sir? Alright, we're going to put away... I mean, I hate to put Kabutops away because I might run into this situation where I do need Waterfall. I'm just going to put Pidgeotto away. Fuck it. I'll walk my ass back if I need to walk my ass back again. Alright, we got to bring my Rhyhorn, right? Rhydon, rather. Rhydon! We need strength. And maybe Rock Smash, but strength mostly. Alright. Back to the adventure. What's up, DJ? Welcome in. How you doing? I'm going to go to the ruins first since that was the reason I went and got Rhydon. And then I'll go check out the Green Path situation next. Six Island, man. Got a lot going on. Thundershock. Jolteon. Thundershock. I really should go back and get him Thunderbolt. I will say this. If I'm going to take him with me into the dungeon where we get and go get Mewtwo, I will get him Thunderbolt first. Just if I'm going to take him. I do have other Pokemon I could take instead, but I wanted to bring at least one electric type with me in case we run into water types. Hey, look, and speaking of other new Pokemon to catch, it's a Yanma. Nice. Good find. I'm running out of Ultra Balls, though. Damn it. Are you making fun of the fact that I called him Luck, Omega? For those who don't know the reference of why I called him Luck, if you know the anime Black Clover, then if you know the character Luck, he's an electric wizard, I guess you could say, mage, whatever. So, hence the name Luck. Hey, look, Maro's online, guys. She's actually not home right now, if anybody was wondering. Usually she's sitting behind me while I'm playing this, but she's out of the house today. She went to go hang out with her, I guess, stepsister, I guess you could call her. Kinda, sorta, stepsister. It's her brother's sister, basically. One of her brothers, or their little sister. She took Evelyn over there to go hang out, basically. Oh, call Rhydon and Rhyhorn the right name? What do you mean? Oh, because I keep calling him Rhyhorn and not Rhydon. Right. Right. You love Black Clover Omega? Nice. Black Clover's pretty dope. We also caught a Yanma, the clear-winged Pokemon. Its large eyes can scan 360 degrees. It looks in all directions to seek out insects as its prey. That's cool. What are we gonna call this weird, adorable dragonfly? Yanma. I don't think we can evolve Yanma in this game, by the way. Even though I know Yanma does evolve, he doesn't evolve in Gen 3. Dragonfly. Yanma. I don't know, man. What are we gonna call this damn dragonfly? We're gonna call it we're gonna call him. I'm gonna call him Jet. Sure. Oh, Sparks! Yo! Donko with the save. We're gonna call him Sparks. Good call. No. You got it just in time. You came in hot with a good name just in time, Donko. Perfect. I like that. Sparks from Spyro, by the way. The dragonfly. Hell yeah. Good shit. Okay. There is still one more Pokemon to catch here, by the way, but I'm not going to run into it on purpose right now, unless I just happen to run into it on accident. Because there's Natu, there's Yanma, and I believe there's one more we can run into around here. Which, you know, when and if we do, we'll just take it, yeah? Really? Double Kick only did that much damage? Oh, not very effective. Oh, you know why? Because Natu is a psychic flying, huh? That's why. Because he's a bird, so he is flying type, but he's also psychic, I believe. So he's not weak to fighting stuff. He's strong against fighting stuff. Makes sense. Sorry, I wanted to do a lap around here before I go up the center area, which is where I need to head clearly. And I see a bunch of trainers up in the middle as well. So the reason why Jolteon only has Thunder Shock is because when he went to learn Thunder, I said no, because Thunder only has like a 75% chance to hit, which is fucking pathetic. But I will teach him Thunderbolt. I just need to go get him a TM. Damn, Natu's are pretty common here. Goddamn. They're everywhere. And just for reference, I also named my Flareon for another character from Black Clover, since if you, like I said, if you know the characters, you know that Luck has a pretty good friend. His name is Magna, who's a fire wizard mage guy. HP up, nice. So I called my Flareon, I named him after that guy, which is Magna. Which Magna's a pretty good name, I think. Luck is an okay name as a Pokemon, but Magna I like a lot. I feel like Thunderbolt is good enough to where Thunder is not worth it. 100% agree, Donko. Thunderbolt is dope. You don't need Thunder. Thunder's lack of percentage makes it not even worth using, because Thunder... Ha! 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 He did Thunder Shock back to me and I absorbed it. That's hilarious. But yeah. Yeah, Thunderbolt's amazing. Thunderbolt and lightning are very, very frightening. Indeed. Galileo. Magnifico. You're welcome, Toast. Alright, we got another Yanma. Yanma. Kick it. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Not very effective. Goddamn. Is double kick effective against anything in this world? Quick attack. Go. It's funny that you brought up Bohemian Rhapsody, because I actually just posted my clip of me singing Bohemian Rhapsody on YouTube recently. Granted, I didn't put the whole thing, but I did put that part where I was singing you know, that part of Bohemian Rhapsody. You played all the Pokemon Stadium, Gym Leader, Castles with only rentals, and Jolteon was probably the most used Pokemon, even though it has Thunder. I mean, Thunder's strong as fuck. It's worth using. It's just a matter of can you live with the potential missing and just getting lucky, because it's going to take some of that. I used to rely on Thunder a lot when I played this game back in the day when I was a kid, because it was Thunder. It was better than Thunderbolt. Of course I would, but I ignored percentages, and then I'd get mad when it missed. Nowadays, I'm like, fuck that. I'll just do 2 Thunderbolts if that's what it takes. Instead of a missed Thunder and then a hit Thunder, I could have just made sure the Thunderbolt hit twice, you know? Like, fuck all that madness. Kangaskhan, I believe, is a normal type, right? I think so. Let's bring my Jolteon back out to kick him with my fighting move. Double kick on the way. Kia! Oh yeah, that's critical hit. Or not critical hit, but super effective. He just is tanky and has a lot of HP, but still worth it. Unless he's got a rage inside. Still got a rage inside since I've been 8 or 9. My daddy went to the store, didn't come back no more. I still got rage, that's okay. Doing my best. Alright, anyway. Murdered that Kangaskhan. You don't need to be pushy. Ooh. Tell me the password, that's what I need to know. Lord of the Ruins. It has strange patterns engraved on the outside. I don't know what they mean, though. Okay. That's cool. Have I seen Donkey Kong 64 Bohemian Rhapsody? I have not, Toast. I have not. That does not sound familiar. Do they do Bohemian Rhapsody, but they use the Donkey Kong rap from Donkey Kong 64? Is that what they do? Because I could see that. That's exactly what it is. That's funny. Because the DK rap from Donkey Kong 64 is pretty iconic. Put your hands together if you want to rap as we take you through this monkey rap. Huh, DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. Classic stuff right there, man. Alright, we're working our way up, y'all. There appear to be many secrets still involved in this, unsolved in this world. Not involved, but unsolved. Involved and unsolved. Alright, old man, ruin maniac Stanley. You look like a Stanley, don't you? Stanley. The manly. I can actually kick the shit out of this guy because I have a fighting move. You got the monkey rap stuck in your head? Omega, you're welcome. His coconut gun fires in spurts. If he shoots your ass, it's gonna hurt. Huh. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. Huh. That's the wrong song, but my brain went there and I had to sing it. I had to make it happen. He's bigger and faster and stronger too. He's the first member of your mother's crew. Shit! Self-destruct got me, damn it. Damn it. Damn you and your self-destructness, you a-hole. How dare you. Stanley's the hunter from Jumanji. That's funny. Why, yes. Indubitably, I am the hunter from Jumanji. Hello. I'm Stanley. Hello! I don't know why that voice came out, but hello! He's probably more likely to be like, hello, yes, I am Stanley, the explorer. The coconut gun doesn't hurt as much as Graveler's self-destruct. Indeed. Indeed. If only Graveler used coconut gun on me instead. That would have been nice of him. I'm curious, what compelled you to come here? I don't know Stanley's brother, but I'm here. Stanley's brother, Foster. Stanley and Foster, huh? He's got a freaking golem. Okay. I'm going to drown your golem in water, but that's cool. You got a golem. Good for you, buddy. You found somebody to trade with you. But you forgot the cardinal rule of Pokemon. Weaknesses. I guess Nacho must have left. I was looking to see if he's laying on the floor or something. Yeah, Surf is straight up destruction, Toast. Surf is ridiculous how strong it is. On top of the fact that Golem and other water or rock types are weak to water, so that doesn't help either, but still. Surf is ridiculous. It's been said that there are mysterious stones on this island. I suspect it has something to do with the ruins here. You don't say. You don't say. He said. It's Larry. Larry the cable guy. I don't know. That wasn't clever. Alright, anyway. Let's surf on his ass. Surf is too good for you. You're not going to survive. Is he also going to have a Machamp? I'm okay with it. He has another Machoke. Boring. His coconut gut. I can't stop. I can't stop. See, now I got it in my head too, Omega. Sorry, bro. Alright. What else we got around here? I just want to get to the entrance. And I'm assuming we're not going to be able to go inside of here. The door doesn't budge at all. Check it more thoroughly? Yes. On closer inspection, there are several dots on the door. Uh-huh. Who can read Braille? Not me. I'm guessing whatever that is a clue for what I need to do to get inside. I don't think there's anything worth surfing for around here, by the way. I jump down? I want to jump down because there's that one rock, so I want to push around over here on the right. You still know your friend with the first part of the Donkey Kong rap over and over again? Donkey Kong's part? That's pretty funny. It's just catchy, man. It gets stuck in your head. At least it gets stuck in my head. I don't know about y'all. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. The coconut gun is actually... Oh, no, the coconut gun is Donkey Kong. Never mind. I was thinking it was Diddy, but Diddy's the peanut guns. Alright, I'm going to push this one, this one, this one, this one. Booyah. Sunstone! Wait, you actually get a Sunstone? Yo, that's dope. Can we catch a Sunkern? Because if I get a Sunkern, I can evolve it. There's no Sunkerns in this area, by the way. Though there is still one more Pokemon in this area we haven't run into yet. So we're still kind of looking for it, sort of. Kind of, sort of. I'm kind of tempted to put on a Repel, though, so I can finish running through this area real quick. Kind of over all these wild Pokemon right now. Gloom evolves with the Sunstone. Also true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We can actually do the alternate evolution of Gloom. You know what? You're not wrong. Although, Oh, wait, I do have Oddish. Sorry, I was going to say I don't have Oddish, but yes, I do. I don't have Bellsprout, but I have Oddish. So I could do Gloom's alternate evolution. I could, for funsies. I'll think about it. Again, I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to evolve everything that's not first gen. I really don't care that much. I was only doing it because I had rare candies to spare, but at this point, I don't really want to do them all. I do want to get up here and get that item, though. That's what I'm coming back for. So I know I saw one more path I didn't take where there was another trainer and some items. And I want them. Alright, let's fight this guy first. A battle with you? So high up? Cool. Oh, not this guy's an actual hiker. It's a Daryl. He's got a Sudowoodo. Deceiving bastard. So he might look like a tree, but he's actually a rock type, just so you know. Which means, guess what's going to wreck him? Night-night. Sudowoodo. Goodbye, bye-bye. See ya. You fake-ass tree. Get out of here. Oh, the heartbreak of losing so easily. I know, you fucking suck. You literally got killed in one shot. Anyway, I'm going to get this last Pokeball here. Full restore. Nice. That's pretty good, actually. I'm okay with this. Any items hiding in these rocks? Probably not. Alright, I guess we're going to get out of here then. That's all the items that are around this area. I don't know how to get inside of the ruins. I'm assuming there's probably a way. I don't know if it's story related or I just need to find the right items, but I don't have what I need right now, so we'll go check out the green path on the other north side real quick. And then I'll just get on with the show. I don't even know if 6 islands where I need to be right now to get this password. I honestly have no idea where to get this password, to be real with you. I have to look it up. I'm assuming wherever this password is, it's got to be on the islands somewhere. Like, I shouldn't have to look too far for it, if you know what I mean. Alright, water path. Doo-doo. Trying to fight too many times on the way. Again, I didn't fight all the Pokemon in that area. There's actually, I'll just say right now, in that area up there, there was also a Wobbuffet. When I say up there, I mean back in the ruins. I could have also found a Wobbuffet there. I didn't run into one. It was only like a 5% chance of showing up, though, so it's fine. I'll come back for it if I feel like it. I'm losing my interest in catching all these Pokemon, by the way. If I have to go out of my way for them, I'm like, eh. If you're not legendary, I'm not as interested, honestly. I'm not as interested. Alright, I just wanted to restore all my PPs real quick and revive my Jolteon because he was dead. But let's head back up to the north side where the green path situation's going on. You know what, though? I know what I just said about not catching Pokemon. I do want to buy a few more Ultra Balls, though, because I was running low. I'm going to buy... I'll just buy as many as I can afford. Fuck it. I don't need this money for anything else. Because even though I made those Master Balls, I still might try to catch the extra legendaries legitimately. I might try, but I got the extra Master Balls in case I just can't be arsed to waste my time. It's like, they're not the main 150 that is my true goal of this playthrough. The 150 is my main goal. All this is just post-game shenanigans that I'm doing because it's part of the game and I might as well show it off, right? I don't really care past that. This part in particular I have to do to unlock getting Mewtwo, though. At least as far as I know. I bet you think I'm just some guy, don't you, eh? I mean, you are just some guy. I've never met you before, so you are... To me, you're always going to be just some guy. I've never seen you before in my life. Cordell. He's got a Farfetch'd, though. Farfetch'd. It's about to be a dead Farfetch'd, I'll tell you what. Farfetch'd. Goodbye. Don't even need Thunderbolt when you're 13 levels higher. I already got another Farfetch'd. Double Farfetch'd. If only he could have a Galarian one. He'd be better off, but oh well. Yeah, I actually dig the Galarian Farfetch'd a lot. Regular Farfetch'd was always kind of a cool, quirky Pokemon to me, but he doesn't evolve, so he kind of is lackluster. But fast forward to Galarian, and they give him a new look in Galar, whatever, Galarian region. Fast forward to that, and then on top of that, he also evolves. It's good stuff. Weedle? They got Weedles here? I should look up what else they got here. Green Path. Let me look up Green Path real quick. I didn't do that yet. Green Path. Sorry. Green Path. Alright. I beat that guy, or that shitty-ass Weedle. Let's fight this bug-type guy. Green Guide? Green Guide? Hold on. I'm trying to look at Green Path, damn it. There it is. You got a bug Pokemon that lives around here? Was it a fucking Weedle? Because that's boring. Oh my god, is Heracross here? That'd be amazing, actually. Sorry. Hey, look, it's me! He actually spelled his name like me, too. He did get a Heracross! Son of a bitch. I want a Heracross. Motherfucker, I want a Heracross. Can I actually catch one here? That'd be amazing, actually. So hold on, what the fuck? Where's the Green Path? Hello? Green Path, Green Path. 6 Island Green Path, damn it. Where's it at? Do you have any Pokemon here I can catch that are worth my time? Doesn't say what Pokemon are in this area. kind of want to get a Heracross if I can, though. I'm going to tell you what. These guys are beefy. I'm going to switch to my my Charizard, by the way. I'm confused why this green path thing on Cerebi is not telling me shit. Oh, you know what? Because green path was the outside area. What was the actual name of this forest? Shit. Forgot the name of the forest that we're inside of. What was the name of it again? Pattern Bush. Pattern Bush. That's what it's called. That's what I should be looking up. Pattern Bush. That's what I need to look up. Sorry. Here we go. Pattern Bush. Here we go. Yes! Heracross. There's a Heracross here. I want him. I need him. Apparently we can also catch some other bug types here that are from other gens. I'm going to catch me a Heracross, bro. That's actually exciting. Bro's trying to cosplay as me with his Heracross, but I'm going to get my own. I'm curious. How do you raise your Pokemon? I cheat. I cheat to win. It's Pokemon breeder Bethany, and she has a Chansey. Chansey. She has a Chansey that's about to get double kicked to the face. Boop. Ooh, did I get a critical hit? God damn. That wasn't even a critical hit? Wow. Super effective indeed. I thought that was a critical hit for a second. Chanseys are very tanky. Anyway, my Jolteon 62 already. Feeling good. Might have to turn on my AC right now. It's starting to get a little humid up in this bitch. My forehead's starting to swell a little bit, which is pretty annoying. Yep. U-Town, he's come from all... Oh, I already fought this bitch. I was like, how come he doesn't want to fight? I already fought him. Spinarak! There he is. Alright, that's one of the ones we're looking for. But it's not the boy I really want. I need me a Heracross, and I need it now. Boom. First throw. Spinarak. Let's go. Good old Spinarak. I'm going to turn on this AC. Hold on. It's getting warm up in this bitch. It's warm in this bitch. It's warm in this bitch. It's warm in this bitch. Alright, what are we going to call this thing? Spins a web using fine but durable thread. It then waits patiently for prey to be trapped. That's cool. We're going to call it... It's a spider. Let's call it... And it's a male, so let's just call it Peter. Peter the spider. If you know, you know. Alright, next. I'm not going to run into Pokemon on purpose yet. We got to explore still. Another Spinarak. How appropriate. Appropriate. There's at least 2 more bugs to catch here. Heracross and one other one. So, we will keep an eye out for both. Well, I wanted to fight this guy, but he ran around me. What a dick. Wow, Spinarak, pretty common. With great Pokemon come very little responsibility. Exactly. You got it, X-Gamer. You got it. You got it. Come hither, sir. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at all the bug Pokemon. Look at them. Just look at them. Look. All right, Vance. 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 Was it Robert Vance? Was it Robert Vance? Vance Refrigeration. If you know Office, you know. You've been rewatching The Office, Donko? Nice. The Office is pretty funny. I've watched it through too many times, man. When that shit was on Netflix, I used to play that all the time. Now that it's on Paramount or whatever it's on, I think it's Paramount. Or maybe it's Peacock. It's on Peacock. It's on Peacock. Now it's on Peacock. I really haven't watched it since because I don't have Peacock and I don't want to pay for it. I already have enough apps. How goes the legendary catching? It hasn't really moved at all yet, Morrow. I've just been exploring 6 Island for the most part. I tried to go do the rocket hideout thing on 5 Island, but I needed another password to get inside the warehouse, and I didn't know what it was or how to get it. So here I am on 6 Island, just exploring, catching random Pokemon that are here. So when it comes to legendaries, we haven't gotten any of them yet. I see. You've been watching it on Peacock, Donko? I mean, that makes sense if you're watching it. Season 6. Nice. That's when it starts to get not as good anymore, but it's still good. It's still got good stuff. Have you noticed something odd about these parts? I don't know. You call me a slacker, Starfire Dragon? How dare you? But also, hi. Haven't seen you in this chat in a while. How you doing, Dragon? Starfire Dragon. And also, Morrow, or Evelyn said, hi, Poopy Head. Hi, Evelyn. Poop head. I'm gonna double kick this Sand Slash. Oh, that's terrible. I'm gonna switch to Lapras. You feel like from season 7 onward it gets weaker? I think it starts even earlier than that, but it's obviously weaker. I'd say everything from the wedding, meaning when Jim and Pam get married, and everything after that, it starts going downhill. Like, it's a slight downhill for a while. But yes, once, of course, Michael leaves, it's the true downhill for real. But anyway, you're surviving, Starfire? Well, that's good to hear. Surviving's good. 40 streams. You must be a fan of the Funky G. Oh, are you up to 40 stream streaks? Sorry, I'm not looking at the streak thing. Nice. Morrow's got those streaks. She must be a fan. Onyx, huh? Onyx is about to get wrecked. I forgot I do have my Twitch stream open to my left. If I actually look, I can see the stream streak thing. And X Gamer is on the 30 stream streak. Sorry, I missed that. GG's on the stream streaks, y'all. It's Professor Layton. I didn't even catch his name earlier. Morrow, the big fan. The biggest fan. Alright. Moving on. Still got more guys to fight here, right? Oh, what the hell? He didn't trigger at first. That was weird. Oh, there's patterns on the ground here? Interesting. So these lines in the grass aren't just there for show. I wonder if it spells some more shit. Like in Braille or something. Anyway, time to bring on my Charizard. Charizard. Just make me think of chorizo, and now I'm hungry. I'm not that hungry. I ate before I started. But still, chorizo. Taco. Delicious. Alright, goodbye, Weeping Bell. You won't be missed. Bye-bye. Weeping Bell again? Boring. Have something cooler. If he has 3 Weeping Bells, I'm just going to shame him. Alright. Have fun building your museum in Pokopia tomorrow. I'll be here. Maybe catching legendaries eventually. We'll get there. Alright, he did have a victory bell at least. Good for him. She's building him a museum of daddies. Exactly, FML. Exactly. No, she's building a museum in Pokopia because there's like fossils or whatever. And she's going to build like a museum to like display them or whatever. But hello, FML. Welcome in, sir. We were talking about you earlier. I forget why now. But we mentioned you earlier for some reason, and I don't remember why. Oh, because we were talking about Sunfloras. Right. I crispy critted a Sunflora earlier, and I thought of you. You're welcome. You need to go back to Pokopia, Donko. Have you been playing it? Have you been enjoying it? I haven't played it myself yet. But I've been watching Mara play here and there. I love bug Pokemon. That's why I'm here all the time. Am I the only girl like that? Probably. Well, not if you count Agatha or whatever her name is from Twilight Princess. There's no Sunfloor in Pokopia? Aw, shut it down. Shut it down. Start over. Start over and make the first Pokemon in there Sunflora. You do like Pokopia, you just got burned out on it? I could understand getting burned out on it. It's literally a fucking Minecraft Pokemon game. Like, you could get sucked into it for hours and hours, I'm sure, and just be building and building and building and doing all the things. Mara's been playing it, she's not even close to having all the Pokemon in the game. But a lot of the appeal is to just, you know, build stuff and have fun with the... Be creative, essentially. That game's not as cool. Sunflower is cool. Well, like I said, I put a Sunflower in the ground earlier. Sorry. And I don't mean I planted it. I mean I burned him to hell. Like, I sicked my Charizard on him and he didn't last long. I'm working to preserve the natural ecology of Pokemon here. Good for you. Thanks. Allison. She has a Clefairy, huh? Sunflower versus Flamethrower. Who's gonna win? Find out next time. Wow. I got charmed after kicking it in the face. That's pretty funny, actually. I'm in love. Luck is in love. So in love that I'm going to kick you in the face. Too funny. Night, night, Clefairy. Night, night. Sorry I wasn't paying attention, but I'm assuming you have a shitty Pokemon that's going on next. Another Clefairy, okay. Keep kicking you in the face then, that's fine. Stop being charmed by its cuteness, damn it. Kick it in the face. Like it deserves. Yeah, burning plants and Pokemon just kind of just goes hand in hand, FML. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Cosmic Power buffs the defense, buffs the special defense, buffs your mother's defense, and still kicked him in the face. Bye-bye, Clefairy. Hope you enjoy that foot stomped on your face. A Clefable? Is it also going to have Cute Charm? Because holy shit, that's going to be annoying. Cute! Okay, this one does not have Cute Charm on it at least. Also, we got a crit hit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're not so cute anymore, Clefable. You want to play the double slap game? Or you can play the triple slap game. You want to play the quadruple slap game? The quintuple slap game? Ooh. You can't quintuple slap a double slap. How dare you? Get out of here, you dumbass. And don't you ever come back. Allison. Oh, for some someone so young, you are tremendous. Yeah, I know. Would I really kick a Clefairy? I might. I might. If it tries to double slap me, I'll kick the shit out of it. I'll tell you that. Ah! Yes! Yes! Yes, Queen! It's my boy! Catch him, quick! Alright, hold on, hold on, hold on. Calm down, calm down. Can we paralyze him? I know, right? Double slap. It's actually kind of a shitty double standard there, huh? Double slap hits 2 to 5 times, but double kick only hits twice. What kind of shit is that, video game, huh? What kind of shit is that? Alright, I paralyzed him to hopefully lower his chance of catching. He's only got level 15. I should be able to catch him without hurting him. I'm hoping. Hell yeah. Paralyzed can't move. Catch him. You're welcome, X-Gamer. I'm glad I brought you back. Never leave. I'll scream again if you leave. Yay. I mean, I wasn't looking for Heracross. Like, I wasn't grinding for him yet. I was just walking around fighting the trainers. I'm just glad we ran into him randomly and I don't have to grind for him. That's nice. You're welcome for the jump scare, though. I just don't have any Pokemon I can hurt him with. Everybody I have is too strong. Maybe I'll throw a Master Ball at him. Or we'll catch him. It's fine. Who needs a Master Ball? Not me. Heracross! Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's my boy right there. Usually docile, but if disturbed while sipping honey, it chases off the intruder with its horn. He's quite horny, you could say. I don't really know what I'm gonna name him. I also know that even though I'm excited to have him, he's not gonna get used in this playthrough as much as I would love to. Trust me. If he was already level 60, I'd be like, fuck yeah. But he's 15. I don't want to waste rare candies on him and level him up and stuff, even though it'd be awesome. I don't want to, you know. I love Heracross a lot. I do. I really, really do. But he's just not going to get any use in this playthrough, unfortunately. But I will say in Gen 2 when we play, if I can get a Heracross, I'm going to get one for show. In the meantime, though, what are we going to call our Heracross? They're pretty annoying to catch in Gen 2. Yeah, I remember Heracross not being easy to get your hands on. We're going to call him Horny the Heracross. Damn it! It wouldn't let me call him Horny. I didn't think it was going to let me. I wanted to try, though. You know, it just doesn't feel right if I don't use bug Pokemon. Okay, well, watch them burn. Jonah. Wow. Quick attack was pretty bad. Not very good. Does this count as a flying type, I wonder? Let's see. Well, we'll have to check next turn because Thundershock's going to get protected, unfortunately. It is considered a flying type. Night-night. See you! About to use a Beedrill, huh? I got something for your Beedrilling ass. Time to go find another name changer. Nah, it's okay. I'm not really worried about renaming the Pokemon that I catch here in the end game. I'm just trying to name them for funsies. If I can't name them, it's whatever. I'm not too pressed about it, to be honest. They're not Pokemon I'm going to use, or they're not really part of the Pokedex completion that I'm working on. I just wanted to catch a Heracross, and I got excited, alright? A flying type that can't learn fly. You're salty that cool flying types can't learn fly? Wait. So, I guess it makes sense that not all flying types can learn fly, but it's kind of lame that you can't for a Yanma. Like, I'm fairly certain that I can't Dragonite learn fly? He's not even a flying type, right? He's just dragon, right? He's just straight dragon. Or is he considered dragon flying? Anyway, Gligar can't learn to fly? Oh, that's lame. Isn't he flying poison? I want to say he's flying poison. There's a lot of fucking trainers in here. This place is fucking packed with people. Packed with people and Pokemon. He's flying ground type. Right. I always think he's poison because he's purple. I always think he's poison every time. He's flying ground. Fair enough. Wow, I actually got a level up off of a fucking level 9 Kakuna there. Hilarious. Take a deep breath. Isn't the air delicious? I don't know. Is it? It's a weird statement to make. Is it delicious? Yes, mixed types are a thing in Pokemon Toast. Double types are basically the standard at this point. When Pokemon started, there was a lot of singular types, but double typing became quite the norm now. And even all the Gen 1 stuff has been retyped to have double typing pretty much. And even now, not every single Pokemon is double typed. Like, it's not like every single one is, but most of them have a double type at this point. Or at the very least, when they evolve, that's when they get their double typing. Yeah, they must base fly off of whether or not a Pokemon's big enough to carry your ass around. Though that we say that, how big is a fucking Pidgey? I know Pidgeot is huge, but Pidgey is not very big. I wasn't expecting to fight a Skiploom. Oh wait, no, he's still flying type, right? I think he's still flying, right? Like he's grass flying. No, he's not. Or I guess he's just not super effective anymore. Leech Seed, no. Gligger actually glides, that's why you can't. Oh, okay. So he's not a flyer, he's a glider. Interesting. Weird indeed. And we're gonna fight a Skiploom. Another one. Another one. Another one. Bro, you can't have Leech Seed still. Bruh. Get out of here with this. I'm not even playing. Charizard, you're up. What does Cotton Spore do? Speed? Eh, who cares? Still faster than you. Dodrio and Doduo can learn Fly? That's pretty funny. There are some Pokemon I know that learn Fly is weird. Doduo and Dodrio would be one of those. That's pretty funny, actually. If you'd like, I can teach you how to breathe properly. I'm good. Thanks, though. I'm going to see what's on the other side here before I make sure I fight every trainer. So we're on the other side of Green Path, I guess. Think green. Keep nature clean. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks. I'm going to look around over here real quick. Because according to the map, when I looked up Green Path, this area is pretty small. But of course, we have random battles where we fight tentacles. Because, you know, what else would we be fighting? I do remember that episode of OG Pokemon where they were riding around on a Dodrio's back and they did like the racing episode. I remember that. That's a classic. Huh? I was envisioning my house, but this is where I teleport? What? You teleported here? What are you? Whoa, Psychic Jacqueline? Okay, you look fancy. She's probably going to get her ass handed to her if she's going to have a shitty Pokemon like Natu, though. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I remember that episode from the OG Pokemon anime, though. Classic stuff. She got a slow bro. Bro, that's a slow bro. Oh my god, don't headbutt me, bro. I'm alive. We lived. And she's got a Kadabra. Kadabra! I don't really have anything good against Kadabra right now. No, not really. But I'm going to go ahead and just send a big old dragon at, or sorry, we'll send a big Maro at you. Because your weak-ass defense is about to get absolutely drowned out, son. See ya! Surf is just too strong. See ya! Alright, Psychic Jacqueline got wrecked. Big boo-boo. The rest are boo-boo. I'm so scatterbrained. I need to focus so I can teleport properly to my house. Okay. Sounds good, I guess. Is that all that's here? Just to be easy to fight? Okay. Is that literally all that's here? Oh, what the heck? I don't know what the hell I'm even doing here, honestly. I'm just exploring, but I might have to look up what I'm supposed to do right now. Because at this point, I have no idea. Get out of here, Tentacool. You're not very cool, Tentacool. Throwing a Tentacruel at me now, I see. How dare you. You don't remember most of the OG Pokemon anime, Donko? That's okay. Especially if you're one of those people who've actually watched more than just the OG. You probably have more Pokemon in your brain than us plebs who've only watched like the first gen or maybe the second gen too. That's as far as I ever got, by the way. I've only watched up through Johto, which is like the 5th season of the show or something like that. Okay, so which which trainers did I not fight? I don't think I fought you. Hello? Oh, yuck. I think a bug stung me. You're literally in bug forest. What the fuck do you expect? Speaking of bugs, there's still one more bug here we didn't run into. You want to rewatch the OG Pokemon anime? Do it. Do it. Do it. Does that do paralyze? Oh, it puts me to sleep. Ew. I'm good. Nymeria, you're up. Time to burn. Prepare for trouble and make it double. To unite all peoples within our world. To each and every boy and girl. I don't even remember the exact. Can't even remember how it goes now. To protect all others from devastation. To unite all people within our nation or something like that. Jesse James. There's a website where you can watch every single Pokemon episode and movie, including the banned episodes. Nice. Where's that at? Check that shit out for sure. So much Pokemon in this world. I've never watched it all. Yeah, I've never watched past Johto. I heard it gets pretty good later, like when you get to like the X and Y generations of Pokemon. But just, I don't know. I couldn't be arsed. It's too much Pokemon. And Ash kind of pisses me off. I think I fought everybody else. Did I fight this guy? I did. I don't know. But I do know that I'm going to get out of here. You like the X and Y anime? Yeah, I heard that one's pretty good. Quick attack. Oh, shit, I'm still asleep? I forgot I was still asleep. Oopsies. Oopsie. Oopsie pipsy. Sorry. I was going to look up something about Pokemon FireRed real quick. I'm not paying attention to this battle. Alright. Wake up, fool! Wake up! Oh, okay. So, I just looked up what to do. What's up, Tech Wizard? Welcome to the stream, first of all. Super delayed and off topic, but doesn't a Pokemon size change with level in the anime? Or like in the anime? Like Ash's Krabby and Charizard were small, so wouldn't high-level Pidgey be the same size as a Pidgeot? Maybe. You might not be wrong there, Tech Wizard. I didn't really think about it from that perspective, but you might have it. You might have the right of it there. The higher level they are, the bigger they are. You might not be wrong there, actually. Welcome to the stream, Tech Wizard. Also, hey, it's Ladybaw, the other bug Pokemon I was looking for. This one only had like a 5% chance to show up, so I didn't really care that much. But hell yeah, let's catch this Ladybaw. First try, let's go. All right. We just got a Ladybaw. We just got a Ladybaw. We just got a Ladybaw. What are we gonna name it? I don't know. When the weather turns cold, numerous Ladybaw gather from everywhere to cluster and keep each other warm. We're gonna call it... Yes, there is a separate chat, Donko. I am streaming simultaneously to YouTube and Twitch, so for those who are on one platform or the other, if you hear me talking to people and you don't see it, you're probably on the other platform. Just FYI. I can actually see Twitch and YouTube chat. Sorry if you can't catch that. But yeah, anyway. Ladybaw, what are we calling it? I don't really want to deal with the names because in Gen 2 and beyond we're gonna catch stuff like this and I'll care about the names more then, right? Let's just call it... Oh. I don't think I can spell that burp, but we'll call it Abidel. That's Ladybaw backwards, yes, I see that. Fuck it. I'm gonna call it Abby. Why? Because Abidel, sure. I don't know. I don't need to think about it. This is not important. It's not important. We're not going to use it. I may or may not take the time to level it, to evolve it. I don't even know. I didn't realize how many Pokemon there was going to be. And if I'm going to need more rare candies if I'm going to take the time. So I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to go do more of the item glitch on stream. I mostly want to make sure that we catch the legendaries today. That's all I'm really focused on. So anyway, I figured out what we need to do. And it does involve the ruins here on this island. So if you go up to that door and you can't read the Braille, you actually have to figure out what that says. Because it'll tell you exactly what to do. And, well, I looked up what it says, basically. Turns out, I think the Braille spells cut. You'll never guess what we have to do. Anyway, I guess we're going to put our Kabutops away, rather. Since we don't seem to need him on this island anyways. And let's grab my Parasect, who's the one that knows the cut. You gravitate to bug, plant, and water types, Tech Wizard? Nice. I'm more of a... Well, I don't know if I have a particular type that I like using the most. But I really like fire types. I literally like ghost types. Those are probably like top 2 for me. Fire and ghost. Sprinkle in some dragon types, of course, because I love dragons in general. But yeah, if you like water types and grass types, there's so many. Like, you can choose. You got lots of options there. Lots and lots of options. You're going to try Corefish out for your first time on Alpha Sapphire? Nice. Corefish is cool. I like Crawdaunt. Like, that's what he turns into. Corefish is okay. He's basically like Krabby. He's like Derpy Krabby, but Corefish is cool. Or sorry, Crawdaunt is cool. Ghost 2 for sure, Tech Wizard? Yeah, I like Ghosts. Gengar is a big reason for that. Gengar is one of my top, like top 6 favorite Pokemon. Top 5, top 2, top 4. I don't know. Arcanon's number 1. Gengar might be number 2. I don't know. 2 or 3. I like Alakazam. You keep it 1st through 3rd gen? As in, like, you keep Gengar in 1st through 3rd gen, or you keep... Oh, you only play 1st through 3rd gen, Tech Wizard. Water Dark is a cool typing. How many Pokemon are Water Dark? Like, I know Greninja is. That comes to mind first because Greninja's dope as hell. But I know there's other ones, but that's just the first one that comes to mind. Who else is Water Dark? Sharpedo! Yeah, Sharpedo's cool. Gengar's always awesome. Agreed. Gengar's fucking dope. Gengar's a big reason why I like ghost types in general. But there's also some pretty good ghost types later that I like. Especially like Doublade or Aegislash specifically. But yeah. That Pokemon line with the swords, that's good stuff. I like that one. From Gen 6. Let me go ahead and save, because I don't know what's about to happen when I go in here, by the way. I don't know if we have to fight or what. But here we go. Basically, apparently what it says on the door is the word cut. So you got to cut it. And now we're in. The dotted hole. Alright. Let's explore the dotted hole. Oh, we're fighting. I wonder if there's an actual... Like, I'm sure there's a Pokemon to catch in here, but, like, is there going to be, like, a rare or, like, a legendary in here? Oh, look, more words I can't read. Sweet. What's my favorite dragon in fiction, Toast? As opposed to a dragon in real life that doesn't exist? Oh, you know what? I bet you this tells me which direction to go. How am I supposed to know which way to go? I can't read this shit. Hold on. Do I gotta learn Braille right now? Fuck, this sucks. I might have to learn Braille right now, guys. Hold on. Not literally. I need a fucking tip for getting through this though, because I'm not gonna. I know it probably does say up, right, down, left kind of shit, but I gotta be able to tell. I don't know. Can we like surmise what it says? Like, if it's 5 letters, can we assume that that just says right? Let's do it. Okay, let's just assume. Okay, because left and down are the only 2 that are confusing, right? So this it says right probably. Let's see what this one says. Okay, this either says down or it says left. This is where we're gonna get confused. It says up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. Shit. Damn it. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can... Oh. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if this is down or left, but I'm gonna go down. I can't believe I did that accidentally. Because I really did did that accidentally. I literally just went up and left just out of instinct. I did not know the code. I swear to God I didn't know it. But I'm looking at the guide right now. And it literally says the order is up, left, right, down, and then you're at the end. I'm like, that's it? Awesome. We got the sapphire. Whoa, what the fuck? Foo, I guessed right. I was right in tailing you. I knew there was a sapphire here, so it belongs to me. I'll sell it to Team Rocket for serious money. Don't glare at me like that. If you want it back, why don't you go get it after I sell it? I'll even tell you one of the passwords to Team Rocket's warehouse. The warehouse password I know is yes, nah, Chansey. Wow. Another palindrome. Big surprise. I'm done. Don't think badly of me. Fucker took my sapphire and left. By the way, what does this say? Oh. It actually has the guide. In the guide. On the Bulbapedia article that I'm looking at, it literally says what this says. So it says... Let the 2 glittering stones, 1 in red, 1 in blue, connect the past. 2 friends sharing power. Open a window to a new world that glows. The next world awaits for you. And that's what this whole thing fucking says, so... That's pretty cool, I guess. Are there any Pokemon in here to catch? Or is it literally just a cave? Alright, it doesn't seem like there's any Pokemon to catch in here, so we're good. Alright. That's all we came here for then. Puzzle. And he gave us the password, so we can go to the warehouse now. And he basically said he was going to sell them the gem, so maybe I could get the gem back if I go there. And kick their asses. That'd be cool. Actually, we can shortcut down this way. Alright. I see. I see what you're saying, Tech Wizard. You stopped playing Pokemon after the 3rd gen. Same, pretty much. I came back to it on Gen 6, which I actually like Gen 6 a lot, to be fair. I actually love that gen. I enjoyed it a lot. I liked Greninja a lot. He was my starter. I really liked Litleo, which was like a fiery lion. He's pretty cool. I just mentioned I liked Aegislash. He's awesome. Yeah, Gen 6 was nice. I liked it a lot. I think that's the first... Well, actually, no, it's not. Who else is in Gen 5? Or Gen 6, rather. I'm not sure. I have to think about it. Because, again, some of the stuff I have in my head is Gen 6 was actually Gen 4 or 5 because I didn't play 4 and 5, and they were in Gen 6 also. So I didn't know that it was from before, you know? So I've mixed knowledge of Gen... What's from which gen? You play all of them, Donko? Good for you. Good for you. Like I said, I fell off of Pokemon after Gen 3 as a game, really. And didn't come back till 6 on the 3DS. I guess a big reason for that is I just didn't have a DS at all, a regular DS. I never bought one. It just didn't appeal to me at the time, and I just didn't think I would play it, so I never got one. And I was right, I probably wouldn't have. But then I kind of got into where I wanted to have a handheld console with me when I was like driving back and forth from work and stuff. And so I went ahead and bought a 3DS like after I got my job at Intel. And so I just bought a 3DS just to have a handheld console. This is before the Switch, obviously, so I was like, fuck it. And there was games I wanted to play, like Link Between Worlds. So I bought the Link Between Worlds Special Edition 3DS, and that's what I use. That's what I have, and that's what I played Pokemon Y, and I played Pokemon Omega Ruby, and I played like an hour of Pokemon Sun. But I never did play past that though. So Gen 7 is another one I have to get to and actually play officially. So yeah, you've played all of them, Donko, but you've only ever finished Black and Black 2, huh? So that Gen 5 stuff. That's cool. Again, I'll have to play those someday, but I think I'll just go through them in order at this point if I'm going to do it. We need to go to 5 Island. Right. Time to go kick some Team Rocket ass now. We got the passwords to get in the door, so we're good. Let's go get her done. Get her done, get her done. Oh, I can use a shortcut. Wait, does this go... I wonder if there's an item in here. Because I have Parasect. Oh, you know what? There was an item in here. I already got it. Remember? I remember doing that now last stream. Because I remember going to get Parasect just to get what was in there. I remember now. I remember. Eventually plan to finish them all. Hopefully Alpha Sapphire on this playthrough. Yep. Do it. And have a good time, because that version of Ruby and Sapphire is really good. If I do Gen 3 on the channel, that is the versions I'm probably going to play. I'll probably just play the most newest updated version of each gen as I follow through with my plan to play each gen, which means, like I said, Heart Gold, Soul Silver is on the list for now, unless they put one on the Switch, and then I play whatever version that's going to be. Alright, I entered the 2 passwords. Goldine, Needlog, and Yes Not Chancy. Warehouse's door open. Yay! We're going in. Welcome to the Rocket Warehouse. We get to have some more warehouse music. And lots of this shit. Why does Team Rocket like arrows so much? They really love them some arrows. Guess I'll go this way. Lots of items in here. I found an upgrade. Oh my god, I got an upgrade? Anyway, now your Pokemon look strong. You're willing to sell them? Oh, you wanted to battle. Yeah. I didn't expect to get an upgrade. I can actually evolve my Porygon? That's awesome. I didn't expect to be able to evolve my Porygon. Ooh, these bitches have Gen 2 Pokemon. Say hello to Houndour. I believe he's a dark type. I don't think he's double typed, but I could be wrong. Fighting's good against dark. I remembered that. Get fucked. Anyway, you're actually catching a lot of different Pokemon in Alpha Sapphire. You're swapping around instead of using a set team like you usually do. Are you having fun with it? Because that's what I like to do. I'm a big fan. Fire Dark. He's technically Fire Dark. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, you're playing Ruby on your GBA right now, Tech Wizard. You're training your Geodude to be level 46, then evolving into a Graveler. And then you're going to trade it to a friend for a Ditto. You really need to get Emerald? So you're playing on a legit cartridge, huh? That's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll ever do that again, to be honest. At least not with Pokemon games. We can give you a great price. Sell us your Pokemon. No. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. And then I'm just going to take your money and not give it back. Mini Pokemon locked away in the pen. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Team Rocket's fucked up, man. There was an item over here, right? Yep. I got a pearl. Yay, money. You plan on playing the original Ruby at some point, Donko? Nice. If you have the legit cartridges, there's no reason not to if you want to. All right, this is just a circle I just went in. I don't need to do that again. You want to finish all the originals and the remakes? Could be fun. I don't really feel the need to do both at this point. Did you come here knowing it's Team Rocket's warehouse? Maybe. You also have link cables so you can do all the trade evolutions? Nice. Yeah, that's my biggest concern with the trading and trying to get all the Pokemon if I want to catch everything. Because, like, even with... like, if I play Gen 2, I'm going to set it up to where I can trade with the other version of the game. Maybe I'll make Maro play the other one. Whatever one I don't play, I'll make her play the other one so she can trade me stuff. I shouldn't say make her. I'll ask her if she'll play. So I can have all the Pokemon on whatever gen I do. Or I'll just do it on my own time, you know. Catch the alternate Pokemon from the other side type stuff, you know. Just the ones that would be exclusive, you know, that kind of thing. Only problem with that is sometimes that equals the legendary of the game, and you have to play through the whole game to get the legendary to be able to trade it, which is lame, but it is what it is. Your friend circle has Game Boys and cartridges? Well, you found the right friend circle then, Tech Wizard. GG's on you for doing that. You guys are all Pokemon'd up. True friends. True friends have all the original tech, Pokemon tech, so you can trade. Good times. I never really had a friend circle who did Pokemon, so yeah, good times. You just hate being so limited on Ruby, so you're saving it for Emerald. I gotcha. Emerald is very good, I will say. That's the one I actually played the whole thing on the original generation. I use an emulator to do it, but still. We're about to fight another freaking dude. I'm just gonna drown him with Surf. But yeah, Emerald's the one I actually took the time to beat the whole game. So I played a little bit at Ruby, I think, or maybe it was Sapphire, I don't remember. But I finished Emerald. You'd have a Kadabra on Alpha Sapphire, and you're going to trade it with a friend this weekend to evolve it? Nice. Nice. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I'm just going to try this spot. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm just trying things out, hoping for the best. All right, now we're here. We're back here, I should say. Let's go to this one. See where this goes. Okay, we're in a new spot. I like it. New spot. That's cool. New spot. That's dope. I can actually zigzag my way up here. Nice. I can get the Pokeball on the desk, which is TM36 Sludge Bomb. Actually, Sludge Bomb's pretty good. That move kicked my ass several times. I got word about you from the others. There's no way a kid like you or know our boss, Giovanni. You'd be surprised. I might have whooped his ass already. How you think I got all these badges, homie? Dun, dun. You got multiple DSs, Donko, but only one US 3DS and one Japanese 3DS. Ah, so you can't really do the trade yourself. That sucks. Hence, you need a friend, I guess. And you were playing Alpha Sapphire because your friend was playing Ruby. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, that's sometimes that you got to make your decision based on what your friend is already doing. Like I'll usually let Maro do the picking of which one she wants to play. So like with this game, the reason why I picked FireRed is basically because she picked Leaf Green, and I really didn't care. I didn't have a stake in that. It doesn't bother me. So she played Leaf Green and then was like, you want to be a FireRed so we can do the trades and blah, blah, blah? Because she really wanted to do her Pokedex this time. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. It'll give me a motivation to do a playthrough of this on stream, you know? I haven't done a playthrough of Gen 1 on stream in its entirety. I know we did Pokemon Yellow as a Nuzlocke, which was super fun, but we didn't do nearly very much. But we didn't spend very much time on that playthrough at all, overall. Which is fine. That was the point of the Nuzlocke, is just to get through it. There's no reason to spend extra time on a playthrough like that. But yeah. It's good times. Good times. Keep no. Because otherwise, the only Pokemon game I think I've played on the channel besides this now and Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke, the only other game I played is Pokemon Sword/Shield, whatever. I played Sword. I think that's the only other Pokemon game I played on the channel, right? Because I didn't play Scarlet and Violet on the channel at all. I think that's it. I think that's literally all I've done. Besides Pokemon Snap. But I'll do more Pokemon at some point, you know? So I play Pokemon Snap and new Pokemon Snap, which is fun. Alright, hopefully we're about at the end of this place. That'd be nice. I'm gonna revive my boy real quick. My Jolt. Jolt. But yeah, it's one of those series, like, I love Pokemon a lot, I do. So it's one of those series I just feel like at some point I gotta do it on the channel, and, well, this is where it truly starts. I don't know or care if what I'm doing is right or wrong. I just put my faith in Giovanni and do as I'm told. Well, aren't you just this little bitch-ass follower then, ain't you? Ain't you?
But I figured this would be a fun series to just kind of do one a year, you know, play through them all eventually. This is a perfect kind of like once a year type games because they're all kind of the same type of game. But, you know, there's new Pokemon, new areas, and some of them I haven't played before, so when we get to those ones, it'll be actual blind playthroughs, which is what I like to do. So, yeah, we'll get there. I just have so many other RPGs to focus on in the meantime while I get to that eventually. It's one of those. This is one of those series that'll just kind of be a back burner series I do when I have time and feel like it. And we'll get to the games I haven't played before eventually. Because, you know, I got other plans, like Dragon Quest. We got to play Dragon Quest 9. Who's excited about that? I'm mildly excited. Mildly excited. It's still Dragon Quest at the end of the day, so I gotta play more fucking Dragon Quest, but, you know. I got through the one that I was excited to play, which was Dragon Quest 8, and I really did enjoy playing that. But I'm curious to see if I like Dragon Quest 9. Because what I'm truly looking forward to playing is Dragon Quest 11, which is next after that, so. But that'll be next year. Next year's Dragon Quest 11, which is pretty exciting. Dragon Quest 9's pretty good, Donko? That's good to hear, at least. I don't hear that Dragon Quest 9 is bad, ever. I just don't... Not really many people talk about it. That's why I don't think about it. But yeah, next year. Dragon Quest 11. We'll be done with the series until they make a 12, I guess. In terms of the main series. I could always do a spin-off game, I guess, but... Mainly just focused on the main series. That's the whole point of this journey. It's nice to almost be at the end of it, though. Dragon Quest has been quite the adventure. It's not like I've been doing one a year. I mean, I have been since the 4th one. But the first year I started, I played the first 3, like, in a row. Also, hell yeah. Get flamethrowered, son. Yeah, I did Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 pretty much, like, in a row. I think I played one game in between each one of them, and I did them in a row. And then I took, like, a year off, and I played 4, and a year off in 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 8 now. Now 9. Which we'll get to 9 sometime in the summer. I got a couple more RPGs to play after we're done with Final Fantasy X-2. And, of course, this game. But, I mean, this is an RPG, yes, and 100% it is. I'm not even going to say that it's not. But because it's a game I've technically played before, but I just never really completed or took the time like I have on this playthrough, I'm not really counting it as, like, my RPG slot. You're doing things according to your beliefs and morals. I understand now. I've made it so you can come back in through here. Why don't you go get rested and refresh for what lies ahead? The admin after me outranks me thoroughly as a trainer. You better steel yourself for one harsh challenge. You think I'm scared of this fool? I ain't scared of this fool, but I will heal. I ain't scared. Bring it on. I just need to heal real bad. My Jolteon almost died. My Charizard's all more than half dead. And then I'll get that poison off my Jolteon and we'll be all good. So anyway, your favorite Dragon Quests are 5 and 6, Donko? That's cool. My favorite Dragon Quest so far, I think, is 8. I think it's pretty easily my favorite one. But I will say, before that, it was probably Dragon Quests... Probably 4 or 5. I have to remember which one's which, but I want to say it was probably 5. I think you might be right on that one. Because I do remember my opinion after 5, like when I got to 6, I was like, okay, 6 is not as good as 5. I remember saying that out loud, so I probably would say it's 8 and then 5 in terms of my favorites. That's quite enough of you playing hero, kid. Spreading lies about Team Rocket is disbanded. It's such an obvious attempt to cause confusion in our ranks. Fortunately, we're not so ignorant to fall for the lies of a child. And now I'll show you how scary an angry adult can be. Is he typing that on the internet right now? Anyway, you want to play Dragon Quest HD 1 and 2? 2D? HD 2D or whatever it's called? Apparently they added a lot of new content, especially to the second one. Really? I don't really have interest in replaying those games, like Dragon Quest games. Even though they're cool that they remade them and they look awesome. They came out with them, 5 years too late, in my opinion, because I would have played them had I not already played the first 3 games. Like, the only way I would play those games is if they were gifted to me and I didn't have to buy them, pretty much. I really don't want to buy them. You can confirm all the extra content they added to the second one, X Gamer. Nice. Because it's like, I'm not a huge Dragon Quest guy. That's the reason why I don't want to buy them. I just don't want to spend the money on games I don't want to play that badly. So unless somebody's going to have them around me and I can play them or give them to me, I'm just probably not going to play them. Simple as that. Anyway, we're about to fight a Weezing, huh? Weezing is poison, so he's weak to Psychic, which I don't have. So, Morrow, you're up. We're going to drown this fucker, as usual. This admin over here thought he was going to handle me. I wonder if we're going to get to fight Giovanni again here. That could be fun. And if he does show up again, I wonder if he still has the same Pokemon. Lapras is about to put in work if that's the case. Except for when I get paralyzed. Oh my god. Of course. He did Explosion, which is basically self-destruct. So annoying. Whatever. Rip Lapras. You didn't even tell me what you're using next, you bitch. Oh, you got this, Charizard. Let's just slash him, I guess. Houndoom's pretty fucking cool, by the way. Weezing's pretty cool. I never really liked Coughing and Weezing. It's probably just their design. They don't look that cool to me. They might be a decent Pokemon to actually use, but I'm not a big fan of them. Houndoom I like, though. Good old Dark Fire type. Also, no! Don't you Hyper Potion. How dare you? How dare you? You don't know what it is about Dragon Quest that makes me go crazy over it? You actually really, really like it, Donko? Is that the idea? Like, you're just a big fan? Like, it's cool. Some people just love that shit. I mean, look at Japan. They're like, that's where it comes from, and they like Dragon Quest more than they like Final Fantasy over there, which is crazy. Because Final Fantasy is a way better series overall, in my opinion. And the games are all actually very different comparatively. Dragon Quest, everything feels literally the same all the time, and that's my biggest gripe about it. Are they good RPGs overall? Yes, but it always feels the same, and the progress they make is so very minutely incremental that you're like, they could do more on these games when they go to the next game as a new iteration. The jump from 7 to 8 is crazy good, but it took them too long to get from 7 to 8, you know what I mean? The fact that it took from 7 to 8 to really have crazy jumps like that, in terms of graphical changes and things like that, is wild. Anyway, your friend introduced you to Dragon Quest and you weren't too into it for a few years, and then you just went into a Dragon Quest craze. I mean, understandable. We all get into things in different ways, I guess. You were too strong. That's Giovanni's badge. So it's true, Team Rocket really has disbanded? Damn. So wait, he didn't believe, but now he believes. We will abandon this warehouse. But don't think this is over. I won't let this be the end. I will find Giovanni, and I will resurrect Team Rocket. I will. Until then, farewell. Alright, they vacated the premises. We cleared out the warehouse, and I'm assuming we can get... Oh, the nerd is here. Hello, nerd. Do I have to fight this guy? Let me save it real quick. If I have to fight him, I'm not ready for this. I almost managed to sell the Sapphire for huge money. Then you just had to come along and blow the whole deal apart. There's no forgiveness for you! We do have to fight him. Well then. Alright, nerd. He's got 5 Pokemon? Oh shit, I did not come prepared. This is bad. This is bad. This is real bad, MK. Alright, check the shit. My Jolteon is going to be fine because he's going to absorb any electricity. So in the meantime, while that's going on, I'm going to revive some homies. Because I would very much like to have at least my leveled up homies ready to fight here. Gonna revive my Morrow and my Nymedia, so they are ready. Alright, that's good enough for me, I think. Let's just fuck him up. Let's double kick his ass. Key up! I'm only 20 levels higher now, so we should be fine. Damn, the crit hit, though. Alright, Voltorb, gone. What do you got next, bro? What do you got next? Electrode, bring it. Has he just got a bunch of electric types? Because I really didn't come prepared for electric types overall, I would say. The good thing is my Jolteon can pretty much absorb any electric moves. I just got to deal with things like Sonic Boom, which apparently are weak as hell. Granted, I'm like 20 levels higher, like I said, but... Very shocking. Very shocking indeed. What's not shocking is me getting a victory. I just gotta watch out for this self-destruct crap if these guys want to do that shit. Magnemite, bring it. Imagine that you got crit killed after saying I'd be fine. It'd be funny, actually. I'd laugh. Also, fighting type is good against steel, I guess? I guess so. Sucks to be you. Fighting is good against steel and dark. That's wild. Steel, dark, and normal. I think those are the... Oh, and rock. And rock. Fighting's good against a lot of stuff. Da-na-na. Goodbye, Magneton. You won't be missed. Bye. What are you going to have in your last slot, though? Porygon? Okay. Fighting's also good against ice? Jesus. It's good against a lot of things. Porygon is a normal type, I believe. We've never seen anyone actually use a Porygon. Makes sense why we gotta upgrade in this place as well, so we can actually upgrade our own Porygon. Oof! Almost one-hitter quitted it with a wing attack. Nice. So I think the upgrade for Porygon, I think all you have to do is use it on him, right? You don't have to like trade him with it, do you? I think he just uses it and he evolves. I could double check that, but yeah. Do I remember seeing Steelix for the first time in my life? Yeah, I do. If I can't sell it, it's worthless. Go ahead, take it. Nice, got my Sapphire. Hell yeah. What do you want now? Go on, get lost, leave me be. Alright, so that was our whole like journey we were making, is to get that other... Oh, I got a nest ball. Nice. Wow. A nest ball. Wow. I didn't expect to get other types of balls in this game at all. But anyway, as I was going to say... what was I going to say? Oh, the gems. My whole purpose of this adventure was to get the other gem. So now I can go back and finish this situation... And then I think we'll probably be able to go catch my Mewtwo, I guess.